turn to a campaign ever.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of NASA 5E. I am Corey, back behind the screen, your dungeon master for this new campaign titled NASA Goes to Hell. We're going to start with a little bit of a recap, though, of what happened, sort of where we left off, which was at the very end of the Rise of Tiamat. So, with the ritual to bring the Dragon Queen forth from her prison in the Nine Hells halted, the party scoops themselves up off the ground and runs from the Temple of Tiamat as it crumbles. Dragon bones and stone fall all around as the temple sinks back into the caldera from whence it came. Sounds reach your ears from all around you as the forces of the Sword Coast rejoice and the cult of the dragon and its allies cry out in defeat. Chromatic dragons fall from their formations, either to flee or scoop up as much of the horde as they can and carry it back to their lairs. The cost has been great. Even victorious, there have been losses. Stirring instances of cooperation stand out, however, amid the darkness. Not least among them, the legend of the adventurers. For generations, folk will look to the exploits and sacrifices of the heroes for inspiration as they rebuild and set their sights on greater days. Minstrels, bards, songs, stories, prose, poems, statues, plaques, all showing the visages and names of the party. Laevin Druidwalker, the thoughtful. Hagrid, the stalwart. Cassius Hull, the rebuilder. Tony Pobar, the vanquisher. Crispin Vasilieri, the uplifting. John Dorian, doctor, friend, lover. Darius Greycastle, right?
Yeah.
Darius Greycastle. The Shatterer. Albus Salazar, the wise. Thokjima, the intense. Perry Cox, doctor, Bastion, beacon. So with victory secure, we'll kind of start down the line. What you guys sort of, how you scatter back to your lives across the Sword Coast, whether seeking a sense of normalcy or embracing this new world. We'll start to my right with Thokjima.
First off, no tents, only huts. Tents are shitty. That is actively being removed from the statue. But in the year since the defeat of the Horde, and so on and so forth, which I wasn't present for, so I have no recollection of, Thok has returned once more to the swamp where he originated from to try and rebuild some semblance of what his village once was, with the difference of keeping an eye to the sky for the horrible dragons that basically threw his village into sheer chaos and collapse. In that time, he has gathered folks of many different...
Fire. Please take it off my hands. Your pal, JD.
Okay.
And with that, we are continuing.
All right. All right. Perry.
Hello. Yeah. As he went back to Sacred Waterdeep, continued his duties as an attending physician until his old friendly adversary, Dr. Robert Kelso, was forcibly removed from his post as chief of medicine. For a short while, I butted heads with the new chief of medicine, Dr. Taylor Maddox, until the hospital rallied around each other and overthrew that chief of medicine, installing me in its stead. I've had a very hard time getting out of physician life and into administrator life. And so what I do instead is I read my son bedtime stories where I end up being the big damn hero. The problem is he's already asleep by the time I get home to read them.
All right. Hagrid. Or actually, this would be Darius that I'm calling upon currently.
That's right. It seems as if it were a lifetime ago. The memories of that experience both vague and vivid. I guess it depends on how much time I allow myself to dwell on that particular past. With passing the initiation in grand fashion, I dedicated my time and focus to a new life with the Harpers. Occasionally, though, in my musing of that time, I find thoughts of the members of the group enlisted before we were. If it wasn't for their efforts and devotion, we may not have had the fortitude to end it. They are the true heroes. Even though I have been busy with Harper dedication, I've noticed a number growing inside, the desire to adventure once again. Enough wandering. I need to focus on the now. A new concern is occurring in Waterdeep. Another group trying to muscle in on the seedy underbelly of this land. Not that we Harpers care much for the criminal element. They do what they do. But we didn't get where we are by sitting on our laurels. We'll check them out to be safe. As my associate and I slip unnoticed through the streets, I quietly mention, this place has the reputation of being a wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious. The fighter's sense and adrenaline are buzzing as we enter Beasts and Badasses. That's it.
All right.
B&B
Albus.
D&D.
As you so affectionately referred to it as, let's hear your report on what you did on your summer vacation.
Well, I must say, I decided to leave and travel a little bit. A group of wizards. Oh, I also did receive the package, and I'd like to thank you for it. I haven't had time to attune it to me, so it's just on me. So we decided to plane travel. We went to this city called, what was it, Bristol, in the land of Wisconsin. It didn't seem too much different than where we're at now, which was a little disappointing. And oddly enough, many people came up to us and said great costumes. I didn't understand what they were talking about. But, I went in Rome, I guess, went in Toril. So we thanked them and we did our things. Their armor didn't seem as good either. They got all bent up when they were jousting. It was rather strange. Food was pretty good. Overall, I was expecting a little more advancement, considering we were plane traveling. Even their wizards there didn't seem very good at what they were doing, and we didn't want to embarrass them by doing our own tricks. I mean, not one of them could produce a fireball. Sheesh. Sad indeed, the state of affairs elsewhere. But other than that, it was pretty nice, and they do have excellent cheese there. And then here we are, ready for our next adventure out here with you lad. You youngins.
All right, well, that settles it. Stay tuned on our YouTube channel for a web short of us parading my uncle around Ren Fair in Bristol, dressed as Albus Salazar.
So the side joke that I put into the chat is 100% a real thing.
Elvis's Yelp reviews.
What?
I would love to make a mini series of you just giving Yelp reviews to places as Albus.
It might be kind of interesting. Dungeons, tombs, and taverns.
You've already got the white hair.
Taverns, tombs, and
It's not
travels.
that one.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for your reports on your summer vacations. So now, sort of switching gears here, I'm going to move you guys off of the Rise of Tiamat page to the map of the Sword Coast. And we're going to kind of get started with the next leg in your adventure. So, individually, but simultaneously, Thak and Albus, you are approached by an old human man, his robes tattered and worn like those of peasants, and his skin weathered like that of a man who spent his lifetime working manual labor in the sun or traveling trade routes. Unique about this man, though, are his companions. He is followed very closely by 7 golden canaries. He walks directly up to you and stops. A short time passes, and as you're taking a breath to speak, can I help you? He addresses you. So he says, Thok Jima, or to Albus, he says, Albus Salazar, you have displayed your heroics to the gods, and we have noticed. I am Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon. I stand before you to enlist your aid against Tiamat once more. I cannot act directly to kill another god, but I can grant you the means to make my sister mortal in order to destroy her once and for all. The allure of her power to susceptible mortals is too great a danger to continue to allow her to act of her own accord. I require that you prove your resolve by traveling to the town of Silvermoon and hiking to the peak of the Silver Mountain. At the peak, there is a portal to the Silver Lake and the 7 heavens of Mount Celestia. You will find me there, but first, you must travel to a remote part of the Reaching Wood near Scornabel. There you will find a mouth to the 9 hells. Be wary, its secret is well hidden from the world, and there are maybe those seeking to maintain that. You will find allies there. Bring them with you to Silvermoon. As he speaks to you, he doesn't really look at you so much as through you, and sort of has the he has the look of a man who somehow is simultaneously doing a million things at the same time, kind of akin to Dr. Manhattan in The Watchmen.
Well, considering the fact he's a deity of dragons and his 7 golden dragons are next to him, I can see where he might be busy. I bow low and thank him for the honor he's bestowing upon us, mere mortals.
All right, Thok, what do you how do you react to this?
Oh, as soon as he said he's a dragon, I'm knocking arrows.
Way to start it off on a good foot.
Well, he had to go to hell anyway.
Oh, well, if he is a deity, he would know for sure that I have a thing against dragons. I'm just sitting there with multiple arrows knocked, and I'm marking them with the oath bow and all that, and I'm just waiting for something hostile to come out of him.
Okay, as you do that, it doesn't appear as though he's even taken note of you as a threat. Your defensive nature appears not to phase the old man in front of you.
I told Thakjima to put the bow down. You're going to waste your time and you're embarrassing me.
You guys are actually in different parts of the Sword Coast. That's so like individually, but like
being a simultaneously.
Right. Yes. So
anything. I say what I say.
He can just sense it.
All right. So Thok, do you have any issues with taking up this quest given to you?
Of course I do. It's from a dragon.
Will you do it anyway?
I'm just sitting there waiting to see what he does.
Okay.
So it's dependent on what Bahamut chooses to do. If he just ups and pieces the fuck out, I'm gonna go find the party and inform them that there are dragons coming to my village again, and we need to stop this.
Well, the old man in front of you, he walks back from the direction that he came, sort of reaching the edge of like the wooded area near your village. And as he like crosses sort of the threshold into the woods, you see him slowly vanish into the woodlands.
That being said, him disappearing is instantly unknocking the arrows, getting a horse, and hauling ass to Waterdeep to find the party and inform them of what the fuck just happened, and I will not have dragons in my village. We must go kill them all.
Okay, so you're mounting up to Waterdeep to meet up with who?
Anyone I can figure that would be there at the time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make a hell of a noise till I find somebody I know.
What would that noise sound like?
How's you picking him up at the dungeon?
Because
so where are we based out of?
I mean, that's largely up to you. Where you
Well, technically, I'm affiliated with the Harpers, so my base of operations damn near anywhere. But Waterdeep is like the city of splendors. It's a central hub. It makes more sense than saying Luskin or even Caliport.
Well, I'd be going to Waterdeep just because I know there is a Emerald Enclave, station there, so that would be there, big city, lots of people, possibly party members, and Emerald Enclave. So that's my logic behind it.
Okay. So Albus, as you arrive in Waterdeep, you have an idea of where you're heading to sort of a Harper's stronghold, a headquarters of sorts, and you're walking through the city, and a ruckus catches your attention as Thakjima is currently being. There are several city guards attempting to detain Thakjima for disturbing the peace.
Ruckus?
What's the sound of a lizard folk shouting?
Wait a minute. I've spelled that guy before. I think I know him.
This is just
Mike,
going to
can
be.
you do a Godzilla noise?
This is going to be that stereotypical trope of flying through the city and just out of the corner of the eye noticing somebody you know and just you keep going because right now you can't stop.
I imagine Thok surrounded by guards with their weapons drawn, and he just like picks one up and throws him across the square, being a level 16 warrior that you are. And then you catch a glimpse of Albus out the corner of your eye.
So actually, I want to see something. What do I have with me?
Everything you had before.
Oh, I'm wondering. I'm gonna throw a. What can I make with this thing is actually a good question. I'd have to look real fast. Hold on. But essentially, I'm gonna throw up conjure woodland beings behind me.
Okay.
So multiple little fey creatures just to piss off the guards and distract them while I find Albus and go, Albus, dragons, hell, back, kill, find, party, now.
Take a breath. Guards, he's harmless. Potentially. I'll take him under my supervision. I will be in charge of him. What do the guards do?
They are more than happy to leave this hulking rage monster of a lizard of a lizard folk to anyone else who's willing to take responsibility for it. So they all step back, especially from the fey creatures that they're not really used to seeing too much of, and they just kind of. A couple of them walk off back towards their patrol. Like, did you fucking see what the fuck?
It's so good to see you, my friend. What brings you here? Slowly.
Dragons, village, kill, must, now, find, party.
What kind of dragons? It's funny you mention that because I myself met one. A very powerful and good one.
No such thing. Dragons kill family.
Not all well, that's kind of tough to say because all dragons are greedy, but let's just say it's a paradox in a sense. There are good dragons. They're still greedy, but they're good. Were you visited by an old man, perhaps? Followed by 7 yellow birds?
Yes, said dragon. Said kill dragons. I don't like dragons. We kill more dragons. Kill these dragons.
Kill that dragon, but he did offer us the chance to kill a different dragon, a mean dragon. Doesn't that sound better?
All dragons are mean. All dragons must die.
Well, that's when you put a range like that, it's pretty open for debate. So we'll go after this other dragon.
Thakjima, go ahead. Make a intelligence check with advantage.
Ooh, these are gonna go really well. Actually, it went surprisingly well. I got an 18.
All right. As willing as you are to fight any dragon It was a little strange that the guy just said he was a dragon, but like wasn't. Also, Albus is making a lot of sense.
I am a
Well,
wizard.
I've seen dragons change into people before because of the council stuff. So I don't trust them if they say they're a dragon. But
Did you guys? Oh yeah, that's right, you did. Yeah.
but I am going to be sending off my multiple sprites, the 8 of them, to disperse throughout the city to find the rest of the party if they're there.
When did you get messenger service? I'm gone 1 year and everybody's doing things of grandeur. All I won was a costume pride.
Your messengers come back from seeking out the people that you remember to be your party members and say that everyone sort of waved them off.
All right, then they are instructed to further the search. As much as I can get accomplished in an hour with them.
Yes, Perry, we say your big scary warning light. All right, so Thok, eventually you do allow Albus to convince you to head south towards Scornabel and the Reaching Woods. The road there for you guys is pretty uneventful. In the year that has passed since the events at the Well of Dragons, there's been an outbreak of peace across the Sword Coast, really. The factions of the Council of Waterdeep, along with some sort of contracted help every once in a while from you, Thok, and Albus, and you've even come across Darius a time or two while he's working with the Harpers. Basically, the Council of Waterdeep and their allies have been beating back the Cult of the Dragon until their existence has really all but been eradicated. And then, so we're going to kind of leave you guys there on the road for a minute as we sort of...
I'm going to regal Thakchima with my events of my trip and tell him all about this garlic mushroom mash I got to eat. It was quite delicious.
What is potato?
Things that potate.
It wasn't potato. It was mushroom with this garlic sauce. And you
Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew.
There you go.
All right. Leovan, Hagrid, and Cassius. You awaken in a dimly lit room. As your first breaths are giant gasps, gulping at the air, it stings and burns your throat and nose with a pungent, sulfurous heat. As your eyes focus and the haziness fades, you notice the room that you're in is red. The stone a reddish brown, the light source a flickering reddish glow. The next thing that hits you is the heat. It's unbearably hot and dry. The heat, the sulfur, the arid air, it creates an effect on your body so great that it feels like your mouth, throat, and lungs are going to desiccate, wither, and crumble. And then you notice him, a large demon standing over you. He notices you, noticing him, speaks in a low, gravelly voice. Good, you're awake. Your work is not finished.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
As you guys sort of continue to become accustomed to having a consciousness again, you notice that you all have, you're not wearing your armor and stuff just yet, but you notice that your body has these horrific scars from your defeat at the hands of Chuth, the Green Dragon.
Missing.
What's that?
And your penis is missing.
The Demon Lord speaks up again. He says, "I'm Bell," and he spends some time catching you up on the events that have happened since your death. He tells you about the second wave, the second stringers coming together to become a party and sort of pick up in your stead, about how the Green Dragon, Chuth, and Nurenvain, the Worm Speaker that was with him, how the two of them essentially destroyed the elves in the High Forest. and how the party went on to actually stop the rise of Tiamat. He then says, you've been revived for your heroics, so that you can rid the 9 hells of Tiamat once and for all, which is bad for business. If you travel to the 7 heavens of Mount Celestia, I hear that her brother is looking for people to solve this Tiamat problem. So we find ourselves tenuously aligned. Mere banishment has proven to be ineffective at limiting Tiamat's influence. He pauses for a bit to see if you guys have any questions or anything like that.
Yeah. One important one. You're saying that even though we failed, a socially inept lizard, an aging trickster, and 2 doctors were enough to do what we couldn't do.
It turns out when you don't try to fight an entire army at one time on your own, success is a little easier.
Yeah, you got a point there.
I didn't consider that.
I mean, this is kind of embarrassing for us. Do you think we got a little bit too high on our own, supply? Said there's like, oh, we could totally take down an entire cave of bad guys at once, and then boom, there's a.
I mean, we died.
But you had nowhere to go. You couldn't even run on that one.
Yeah, I mean, but we're 28-1. It just turns out the one really hurt.
So we.
Hey, by the way, did we announce sidebar for this?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
How rude. Okay. One quick thing is as I'm looking at my arms and I notice like the wounds of battle, is there still kind of like the burn marks up and down my extremities from the mutagens?
Yeah, I mean, your body has really been restored to what it was before, and the only addition is the scars of having been eaten by a dragon.
Okay.
Or at least killed by one.
And no penis.
Laven, I also hate to tell you this, but I think that dragon ate my appendix.
You didn't need it, I think. You're the doctor.
Yeah, but it was mine, and I wanted to stay when I was done with it.
Bell, he gives you some directions on how to get from the building that you are in right now to the gateway back to the prime material plane. So that way you guys can return and begin your work for him.
But where are we exactly?
Yeah, I mean, our story was over. We died. That was it. Finito.
Well, if you haven't figured out where you are yet, maybe there's really no helping you. I'm sure you'll figure it out once you leave the building. I'll see you soon. It is in your best interest, however, not to cross me. And he pulls from a pouch 3 stones. And as you look at these stones, they're sort of almost crystalline. You see what looks like a tiny version of your body inside of it. And he says to you, I can take back what I've given in an instant, but I won't so long as you're working towards ridding me of that fat lizard. Be seeing you soon.
Oh my god, where is Pokemon?
As you guys kind of collect your things, don your armor and stuff like that, Hagrid, Bell pulls you aside. And he says, the connection you once had to your deity has been severed. Your powers remain, but I now act as your deity.
Ooh.
I grant you the same frilly bonuses, but every time you use them, your faith grows my power. Good luck out there.
I'm speechless.
I killed myself. That was quite the twist. I like it. Glad it wasn't
Also to you, Cassius, he insinuates at understanding a power that you sought during his time with bringing you back, and he implies that maybe he's filled that gap. So as the three of you leave the building, you see all around you it's really a horrific sight. The light sources, everything still has this same brownish red, rust colored glow to it, or color to it. And it looks almost like a normal city. Just everything is twisted and bent. The buildings themselves are like crooked and jagged. You see, wrought iron fences as though you would have seen them in the normal world. However, the iron is twisted and bent, and the air, despite being, or while still being that same arid, dry, heat, sulfurous air, you guys hear just like a din of chains and whips and sounds in a language that you don't understand, and screams and cries. And you get the idea, looking around at this sort of terrible scene around you, and the having met Belle, that you're in hell.
Property values here are going to be quite low.
That rhymes.
It did rhyme. That was unintentional. So you guys know, you were given directions, so you know the general direction that you need to go in order to get to the gate. How would you like to try to traverse through the city? Like, are you going to try to sneak through? Or are you going to walk through confidently? Just anything like that.
I'm gonna be like I'm not trying to sneak. I don't think there's I'm not aware of any reason we need to be sneaking. Just
Okay.
sort of like lumbering ahead, like eyes like wide open because I'm terrified.
I'm going to
Okay.
look. Yeah, I'm going to try to find the biggest person that I can, and I'm just going to never break eye contact as I'm walking past.
So as you guys move through the city, it's a standard city, so there's buildings, alleyways, streets. As you cross one alleyway, you hear a voice call out from the alley. "You're lost, but lucky for you, I've found you. Oh, you'll make great slaves. The fleshy ones always seem to fetch the best prices, too. Oh, I'm salivating at the thought of it. Come here." And what?
Is he a slaver or a chef?
Well, you don't know.
Oh, no, I was still leaving.
And
I don't know which is worse.
we're going to switch back to the other party here for a brief moment. So Thok and Albus, as you guys make your way south to Scornabel and into the Reaching Wood, you guys, especially with Thok's abilities to navigate through these sorts of terrains, you eventually find a clearing with this very strange construct in it. As you guys can see on the map, the there is a gateway standing almost as tall as the trees, crafted out of some strange stone, and it's a visage of a horned face, and the mouth is gaping wide open, all the way to the ground, and you can see that through the mouth there is more. There is something that's not on the other side, and you also see milling around it a couple of barbed devils.
Out of here. See ya.
Were you guys
Okay, do they see us yet?
go ahead and let's have both of you make a stealth check.
I'm good at those, I believe. Have to check
Oh, right
this.
up alley, said no wizard ever. 17.
24.
24. All right. Well, you guys didn't really know what you were looking for, or that you needed to truly be hidden. So Thok, you weave your way through the trees and the brush really without any problems. Albus, every once in a while, your robes get snagged on a branch or anything like that, or
Oh, are they damaged?
No, they're not quite damaged. It's small snags and things like that. It's these are your traveling robes. That's pretty standard fare. But as you guys come into the clearing, you see one of these barbed devils hears one of the branches snap and looks right at you, Albus. And you hear him bark something in a language you don't understand, and the other two quickly snap up and ready themselves to attack you. So I would like both of you to roll initiative.
Doesn't anybody want to talk anymore? Sheesh. Oh, God. I rolled a 15.
All right, give me just a sec here. Okay. Thokjima, what'd you get?
24.
24, okay. So Thok, you'll be first, but just barely.
Alrighty.
Give me just a sec.
When I noticed that they looked at me, can I automatically cast mage armor on me?
I mean, we can say that you cast mage armor during the adventuring day. I mean, it lasts for 8 hours, so that's something that you can certainly do. Part of your, morning prep. You eat your meal, you cast your mage armor, you pack up your saddles, and you ride off.
Okay, so is that going to count as a spell slot?
Yes.
Ah, shit.
All right, Thok, you are up. Foist.
All right. Then
What the fuck? Let me cast it.
let me just make sure y'all that this is, because it's been a minute since I've had to do any kind of spell casting. Bonus action. Yep, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the closest one. That one.
Okay. All right.
And then it's going to be.
No.
Let's launch an arrow at him with sharpshooter.
Okay.
Wow, that's horrible. So that is going to be a 13 to hit.
A 13 misses.
All right. Well, let's try that again then. Using sharpshooter again. That is a 17.
17 will hit.
Okay. Which dice do I need? There we go. So it's a D8, and then I get plus 10. So that is 20 damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna scoot myself in front of our goofy wizard. Oh wait, how much is Hunter's Mark? I forget. Because that would add an
An
additional
extra
6.
D6.
So add 3 more to that, 23.
Okay. All right. The devils are up. So this one's going to move. Let's see. All right. So Thok, somehow. Okay. So Thok, you are going to get a multi-attack against you.
With disadvantage till the first one hits.
Okay. So the first attack is going to be with the tail. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. So that's going to be 5 piercing damage.
All right.
And then the 2 claw attacks. One misses. The other one is going to hit with a natural 18. Let's see, that was okay. And that's going to be for 5 more piercing damage.
All right.
And then Albus, one of the Bard Devils, is going to hurl a couple of flames at you.
That's not nice.
I know. Does a... I don't think either of those are going to hit you. Does a 13 hit you?
It does not.
Does not. Okay. And then
It's off me.
the last one, this one in the back here, is going to hurl a flame at both of you. So the first one is at Thok. That's going to be a miss. Second one at Albus. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Ooh. Oh, hold on a second here. What does mage armor give me?
Mage armor gives you. Let me double check here.
Gives me like 3 to armor class, doesn't it?
Mage armor makes your armor class 13 plus your dexterity modifier for your base.
Oh.
So it basically adds 3 to your armor class.
Hold on a second. So you're saying 13's my base? Oh, wrong thing.
Right. So basically, instead of 10 being the base, 13 becomes the base. So it would add 3 to your armor class.
Yeah, but I got to figure out what my robe does.
Your robe doesn't do anything. The bracers give you +2, and your ring gives you +1. So your armor class is 16 without mage armor and is 19 with.
That's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So
So the 19 does hit.
for
and that's
quarter damage.
Going to be why a quarter damage?
Because it just barely hits.
You are going to take
Wait a minute.
9. It is fire damage, yeah.
Do I get resistance to that?
Why?
I don't know. I'm looking.
I don't believe so.
I'm an evoker.
Let's see. your
Okay, never mind.
resistances. Nope.
Says nothing.
So you take 9 fire damage. And then Albus, it is your turn.
Okay, I will cast. What did I want to do here? I will cast Lightning Bolt. At this guy. At the 5th level.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I meant, screw that. Hold on. Not casting that.
Okay.
I forgot that I can get away with other things.
Sometimes.
Well, even if they're immune to elemental magic, my ability overrides it. So I could cast. Damn it! I'm doing the wrong screen. Hold on. Where is it?
Magic is hard, guys.
I will cast Fireball at this guy.
Which one?
At the 5th level.
That one?
So that's 10 6-siders. Or do I got to roll to hit too?
They have to roll a saving throw, but give me just a sec here.
See, I don't think they get the saving throw.
If you cast it on that guy, you're going to hit Thok.
Why?
Because Firebolt has a 20-foot radius.
What are these squares? 5 or 10?
Here, I'll show you.
Oh. All right. Sheesh.
But wait, hang on a second. You have the ability to sculpt your spells.
Right,
can-
so he should be immune.
Yeah, you can miss Thok then, and then two barbed devils will make saving throws.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Dexterity saving throws, correct?
Good question. How do I link onto this faster?
I don't understand the question.
Oh, here we go.
They are
yes,
dexterity saving throws. They both rolled a natural 18. And as the fireball goes off, it appears to have had no effect against them.
Well, you see, that's just it. Because of my
Because
feats.
of your ability, because of your feat, it allows you to overcome resistance. However, they are immune to fire damage.
Oh, I thought they were just resistant.
Well, you learned something today.
Sorry.
All right, bonus action. You can cast a spell up to a 2nd level.
Ooh. Well, then let's do this. Hold on. God damn it, wrong screen. Then I shall cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. On which one?
Next to Thakchima.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
I hit, 19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And he gets. So I get 3 8-siders.
Mhm.
Plus, is there any other extra damage I get because of my feats?
You can treat any 1 on a damage die as a 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Take 11.
11. Okay. All right. Thok, go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna risk an opportunity attack and step away from this guy,
All right.
which
gonna
is with disadvantage
one
again
against
because
you.
it's the start of my next turn.
Okay. Well, then he misses.
Okay, that being said, I am going to. I don't like this guy, so I want to mark him with my oath bow,
Okay.
which isn't concentration. Then I'm going to shoot a conjure barrage,
Okay.
which is 60-foot cone
From you?
from me, so I would be
Okay.
able to catch all of them.
Yep.
And I'm not using sharpshooter because I actually want this to hit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a shot. That's a natural 20.
All right.
Blah, blah, blah.
So that is going to be a D8, and then I need 3D6 for conjure barrage.
So you roll 1 attack and it hits all of them? Is that how that works?
Yes, I shall read here in a moment.
Oh, don't worry about it. While you're grabbing that stuff and rolling damage,
Oh,
I'll
I
check
got it right there. Non-magical weapon, fire a piece of non-magical ammunition, or create a cone of identical weapons that shoot forward when disappear. Each creature in 60-foot cone must succeed on dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 3d8 damage on failed, or half as much on save.
Okay.
So I shall do just the regular damage first.
Oh, wait. So they make a saving throw. You don't roll to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So starting from closest to you, working our way out. Okay, so that's 14, which fails, fail, and fail.
So that
So all
is
3 of them fail.
going to be 28 damage just from Conjure Barrage.
Okay.
The one that I have the Oath Bow on gets an additional 3d8? Or is it 3d6? Hold on, give me a second. Additional 3d6.
Okay.
So that is going to be 11, so 22 on him.
The one that you oath bowed?
Yep. And then the Hunter's Marked one is going to take an extra d6.
Okay.
Which is only 2.
All right.
And then I get a second attack.
All right.
So that is going to be...
Well, actually, wait. So, you actually, so because you
Oh, that is my action.
didn't use the attack action, you
Yep.
do not get your extra attack.
You are correct. Alright, then I should be... I think that's about all I can do.
Okay.
Unless I want to move some more. Which I will. I'll go there.
All right. All right. So Albus, the Barb Devil that is now next to you, is going to make a multi-attack against you. What was the plus to hit on that again? That's going to be a 12, so that's going to miss. And then 2 claws. One of them does hit. That's going to be for 6 piercing damage. Thakjima, same thing against you, all with disadvantage, I know. 15, no, sorry, that's a 10, so that's going to miss on the tail. Claw number 1, it's going to miss. And so does claw number 2. All right. And then the final Barb Devil is going to hurl a fireball at one each of you. So against Albus, that's going to be a hit. And against Thakjima, that's probably going to miss. Yep. All right. So that was...
Don't I have any immunities to them?
You do not.
I don't.
I looked. That's going to be 15 fire damage
To me?
to you. Yep.
Don't I get to save?
No, this was a ranged spell attack.
Oh. What was it again? Sorry.
15 fire damage. All right. With that, that's going to end their turn. So Albus, go ahead.
I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
So
Roll
it's
to
not
hit.
too close to do a ranged attack, right?
Right. You would roll. I mean, unless it was a spell that required a save instead. If it was an attack roll, you would roll with disadvantage.
Does he? If this is, I got to roll to hit, right?
Correct.
That was not it. Lost my die. Literally. I wish it was it, because I don't know what I rolled, but this is definitely not it. 11.
11 will miss.
Son of a bitch.
So bonus action.
Oh. I'm going to try it again.
You have to cast a different spell. You can't cast the same spell twice in a turn.
Okay. So let me see something. Can I cast light in his eyes? And blind him?
You could, yes.
I'd like to try that.
Okay.
I cast it.
All right. So he's got to succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
It's 17.
He fails. So he has light on him.
So he's blinded now. He at least attacks at disadvantage.
Probably. All right. At this time, if you guys wouldn't mind zooming out and panning up a little bit to the black part of the screen, Cassius, Leovan, and Hagrid, if you guys wouldn't mind rolling initiative for me.
Is that a bone devil or an ice devil?
Looks
It
bony.
is a bone devil.
I am not ready to fight.
Nice knowing you. I'm gonna go get a drink.
How do you want to do initiative?
Give me just a sec to pull these guys up.
Yep.
And then snag those from you. Yeah.
Is the big dude the one who was talking to us?
Yes.
What even is that?
It's a bone devil.
Hmm.
It's a boner fart.
Bonafide. All right. Okay. 20 to 25 for you guys. All right. 15 to 20.
Nope.
Oof, this is going to be a hell of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
I see what you did there.
Everybody misses Thakjima.
That's okay. All right. 10 to 15.
13.
All right. Laven and Cassius, where did you guys fall?
7.
Cassius, what's your initiative bonus?
+4.
Okay.
Same.
Laven?
Same.
Okay. Laven, I think you have a higher movement speed since you're an elf.
Yeah, I'm a 35.
All right. So,
Yeah, and I haven't taken any mutagens to increase my speed yet.
okay. Luckily, you guys both get to go before the big guy.
At least there's that.
Wait, isn't Hagrid our big guy?
The bigger guy. The only not medium-sized creature there.
Hagrid, you're the only big guy that matters to me.
All right. So let's go ahead. We're gonna from here we're gonna start alternating between battles at the end of each round, right? So we're gonna start with the barbed devil. It's gonna 20 run up there, and let's see. It's gonna make a multi-attack against you, Cassius.
Okay.
So 2 claw attacks and 1 tail attack. The tail attack is a natural 20. The claw attacks, though, what's your AC again, Cassius?
16.
16. The claw attacks are going to miss.
Also, I'm going to use Blood Curse of the Eyeless
Okay.
to force the natural 20 to have disadvantage.
Ooh, okay. Roll that one again. Then. It's a 19 now, so it's not a crit anymore, but it's still going to hit.
That's fine.
All right. So that's going to be 7 piercing damage.
Did I just accidentally make that big red circle?
I'm just
no, that was
trying to
Laven.
measure things. I'm just trying to measure
Okay.
things.
All right. These guys. Go there.
Oh, fuck me.
All right. Let's see here.
Stretch, I need another strip.
All right. So Hagrid, there's gonna be 2 attacks against you, one with a beard and one with a glaive. I know that sounds strange, but these demons, their beards are made of blades. Both of those are gonna miss though, because your AC is stupid. Leovan, there's gonna be the same thing against you. The glaive is a natural 20,
That'll hurt.
and the beard is also a hit with a dirty 20.
Okay.
All right, Leovan, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
Actually, I need you to make 2 of them.
Okay. Well, the first one was a 6,
Okay.
and the second one is a 15.
All right. So you are poisoned for 1 minute,
Good.
which just means, in this instance, not that you have disadvantage. It just means that you cannot regain hit points during this poisoning.
Okay.
Was that a spell that was cast against him?
It was not. That is a
It was-
effect based off of the attacks of the creature. It was not a spell.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Damage.
I put my aura on there.
Okay.
Aura of courage. And
Yeah.
also doubles as frightened.
Correct. Make sure that you guys can see that. All right. So from the beard, Laven, you take 10 piercing damage, and from the glaive, that's going to be. Oh, yikes. 33 damage.
Oof. Oof.
Okay.
Welcome to
hell. And then Cassius, do all attacks against you have disadvantage because of Curse of the Eyeless, or just from that one
No,
creature?
that particular attack, because I didn't amplify it.
Okay, all right. This bearded devil is going to attack you with his beard and glaive. Both of those are going to miss, though, because I rolled pretty low. And then that brings us to Hagrid. Hagrid, fuck him up.
Sorry, I was grabbing a extension cord. Because I got to keep my phone alive here.
Ah, yes.
All right, well, I was going to do something. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to melee the dude to my left.
Okay.
Let me bring my character back up so I know what the hell I'm talking about here. All right, so Thunderhammer.
Nice.
It is 13 to hit.
Say 13?
14, 1, 4.
14. 14 does hit. So does a 13, but I just wanted to make sure.
In fact, you said teen, it hit.
So, shit. I forgot what my hammer does.
It is versatile, Bo. If you're wearing a shield, then it's so it's 1d8 plus 5 bludgeoning damage and 2d8 lightning damage, but only if you activate it with the command word, which I will allow you to do as your bonus action.
Sure. Let's
Go gadget.
Let's go ahead and say that the magic command word today, or at least for this time, is going to be Beelzebub.
Okay.
Seeing as fitting that I might have to actually worship the evil deity now, but
This game's become everything my parents warned me about.
about it. Yeah, it still goes to HE double hockey sticks. All right, so that is 6, 11 for the bludgeoning itself,
Okay.
and 8
8
for
lightning
the
damage.
lightning damage. Yes.
You rolled 2d8, correct?
Well, 3 altogether.
Right. I was just making sure you rolled 2d8 for the lightning damage. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Extra attack.
Extra attack. I will try again.
Ooh, an extra smack.
That is, I love this. 29 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And same all over. Oh, you know what? I forgot. That's what I was looking at and forgot about it. Is I get my divine.
Oh, yeah. Your improved divine smite. So, yeah, go ahead and just throw an extra d8 from that first attack in with this one. So you get to roll 4d8 while your hammer is lit.
All right, so that is going to be 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 10 lightning.
All right.
And one more for the divines, because I believe the improved is every turn, right?
Every attack. Yep. Whenever you hit with a melee weapon.
Okay. One more D8 for that, and that is a 7. So
All right.
17.
All right. You guys, as you see Hagrid from his belt pull out his trusty thunder hammer. He says Beelzebub, and a little bit of black smoke starts pouring out of the gauntlet around his hand as he just onto this bearded devil. Sparks of lightning shoot out all over the place, and this guy looks like he wishes he was re-dead. All right. Anything else, Hagrid, as far as movement goes?
No, I think I can enact other devices and plans from here, so I'm going to stay.
Okay, Laven, you're up.
Okay. I am going to I'm going to cast Investiture of Flame.
Okay.
And so I'm going to turn to the Human Torch.
That sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Seventh level spell.
Nice.
So anybody who moves within 5 feet of me for the first time takes fire damage,
Okay.
or ends their turn there.
Mhm.
And then from here on out, I can make lines of fire, but
Oh, cool.
it's an action to cast it, so I can't do that now.
You're talking about anyone other than friendlies, right?
It says any creature.
Okay.
You're probably going to want to take a lateral step there, Laven.
Where am I? There I am. Okay. I'm going to step here before I cast Investiture of Flame.
Thank you, Chris Evans.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll have that guy take 1d10 fire damage.
Okay. So I find my D10. There it is. That's a 7.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Bonus action.
What's our rule on bonus actions for this
Anything
one?
up to second level.
Okay.
I'm putting this yellow dot on you, Laven, that indicates that you are concentrating on a spell.
Okay.
So
Then I am going to let's break out a little poison spray.
All right. Constitution.
Yeah.
All right. So as the poison spray goes out, the demon just sucks it in. He's like, and just like breathes it back out, like slightly less poison. Like it doesn't hurt you, but like he fucking liked it.
Do you want some more of that? I'll give you more if you back off.
I'll give it all you want. All right. Anything else as far as movement goes?
Can I go like that?
You can. You can. Yes.
Would that be an attack of opportunity or?
No.
Okay, then I'm going there.
Okay. All right. Let's see then. Cassius, you're up.
All right, I'm going to start by using my bonus action to imbue Wit's End.
Okay.
At with Rite of the Storm, giving it bonus lightning damage.
You got it.
Additionally, I'm going to have to step back in order to not take the penalty. So what I'll do is I'm going to step this way,
Okay.
inviting whatever attacks of opportunity that I must, but I'm going to attack him with Wit's End.
Who are you attacking? The Bone Devil? Or
Next
the
to
big-
me.
Yeah.
This guy or the
Yep.
big guy? Okay. All right. So there will be attacks of opportunity, or there'll be one attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
That's gonna miss though. So yeah, go ahead and attack away.
All right, and that's
Swing away.
for an extra 1d8 damage. Math. Rolled a 12. I get to add 10 to it, so 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
D10 plus 5 will do 12 slashing damage
Okay.
and 4 lightning damage.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. All right. The Bone Devil. He's the one who spoke out at you from the alleyway, and he makes a multi attack, one at Cassius and one at Leovan because he has reach. So
Put myself in harm's way.
I can't believe I've done this to myself again. All right. The claw attack against Cassius is going to be a dirty 20 to hit. The sting attack against Leovan is going to also be a dirty 20 to hit. The claw attack is going to be 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
The Leovan, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw,
All right, let's do better this time.
please.
18.
18. All right. You save on that. You take 12 piercing damage and 17 poison damage, but you're immune to poison damage, aren't you?
I hope so. Immunities, poison. Yes.
All right. So just the what was it, 10 or no 12 damage from this dude.
Yep.
Okay. That leaves us. We're done with Bone Daddy, so let's move back down into our verdant forest here for Thakjama.
Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna rinse and repeat. I'm gonna step away from this guy.
Okay.
Go right there.
He misses with his attack opportunity.
Okay. I'm gonna use my first attack to shoot at the guy that I hunter's marked.
Okay.
And we'll use sharpshooter for that one. There it is. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright. I'll put Colossus Slayer on that one while I'm at it.
Okay.
So D8, D6, plus another D8 if I stop losing my dice. Okay.
It does help when you throw them in the tray.
So that is going to be 20 damage to him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my second attack to do a volley attack.
Okay.
And it's every creature within a 10-foot area of a point that I choose.
Okay.
To make life easy, we're going to do this. So I want to choose right there, so I hit both of them.
Okay.
So I'll go back over here. And so I roll an attack for each of them.
All right.
So the waste one is going to be a 23.
That hits.
And that is because he is marked by my oath bow.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is going to be a 14.
14 will miss.
Okay, so that is D8 plus an additional 3d6. Yep. So that is 28 against the Weastie.
All right. And then also, you need to be paying attention when you're getting multi-attacked because of your multi-attack defense. And I'll let you read that and figure your own shit out. But
Okay. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the devils are up. This one is going to make another multi-attack against Albus. That's going to be I forget what their multi-attack was consisted of.
Minus 20.
Oh, that's right. It was one with tail, two with claws. All right. The only one that's going to hit you is one of the claw attacks with a. Actually, no, that's an 18. That misses because of your mage armor. All right. So you made it out of that one unscathed.
Thank the maker.
Thok, this barbed devil is going to step back up and he's going to make attacks against you with disadvantage. So this is his tail attack. With disadvantage is going to be a 14 to hit, which misses. And then the tail attack, or sorry, the claw attack is going to be another 8. It's going to be 18 to hit.
Hits.
All right. And then the second claw attack misses. All right. So that was 8 piercing damage.
All right.
And then this other guy is going to throw flame at one each of you. So against Albus, that's going to be a 19 to hit, and it's going to be a 21 to hit Thakjima.
Hits.
All right. So it's going to be 14 fire damage to both of you.
All right.
And Albus, you're up.
Okay. Damn. Oh, God, that's terrible. That's not even a choice. It is a choice. Okay. I'm going to cast Blight at 8th level.
Okay.
So
that's
you
a
need
Constitution
to
saving throw. All right, which creature?
Is it disadvantage if I do the one in front?
No.
It is not?
It is not, no, because it's a saving throw thing, so you can't have disadvantage on a saving throw.
Oh, that's right, because okay. Then yeah, I'm cast it at him.
Okay. All right, so he's gonna make a Constitution saving throw. DC
And it's
17.
17.
All right. He fails despite having a pretty hardy con.
Cool.
So he takes 8d8.
No.
Right? No, what this is a fourth. Oh, so it's actually
12.
gonna be 12d8, yeah. Necrotic damage.
I actually got to add now. So I only have 2 8s. So I said 12, right?
Yes, 12d8.
And I only have 2 8-siders. Okay. All right, let me add all this up.
Just so you know, Hagrid, you will be the next player up.
Ten four.
$110.
Okay, he did. He's so dead. He's so dead that he actually just you Thanos snapped him. He just turns into dust and blows away. That would have killed him from full health, by the way.
Well, yeah, Roundup works pretty good. There's a loss, but it.
All right, bonus action.
Bonus action means I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on this guy.
Which
What
one?
is
The one
it?
the one next to Thok or the one by the tree? Okay, that one. Got it. All right. Go ahead.
Hold on. Turn my iPad back on. Shit. So Ray of Frost is a ranged.
Yep. Got to roll d20, add 9.
$23
That hits.
for a total of 3 8s. I need to get another 8-side.
Sounds like you might need a bunch of them.
16.
16. All right. All right. Moving back down into the 9 hells. This guy next to Leovan is going to be up first. Leovan, does he take damage for starting next to you?
For ending its turn here.
Ending his turn there. Okay. All right. So he is going to attack you. It's going to make a multi-attack against you. One with the tail, 2 with the claws. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, so both claw attacks are going to hit.
Need to get some AC buffing stuff.
So it's going to be 12 damage, 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the bearded devils are going to attack. So it's fire damage, correct? And those guys end their turn in your
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. He does not appear to be phased by the fire.
Uh-oh.
All right. Now against Hagrid, there's going to be 2 bearded devils making attacks against him.
Actually, hold up one second.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my Sentinel feat to attack one of these 2 because they're attacking a creature with 5 feet of me who is not.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with that one right there.
Smart.
And that will be a 19 to hit.
Will hit.
And we'll start off with this will be 8 slashing damage and 6 lightning damage.
That's a well spent reaction, bud. You killed him.
I'm gonna look at him. He sits there and says, "Nobody touches my friends but me."
You see him like pull back his glaive, and then all of a sudden, from underneath, he goes as Wit's End is now lodged through his ribs.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. It's a 16 to hit because I have a -3 modifier because he's within.
Still hit.
Okay.
All right. So there's going to be 2 attacks against you still, Hagrid, from the Bearded Devil. Let's see. The beard attack, that's going to be a 23 to hit, but the glaive is going to miss. I'm assuming a 23 hits you, Hagrid?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me while I roll the damage.
Yikes. That's only 14.
Okay, you are poisoned in the same manner that Laven is poisoned. You cannot regain hit points for the next minute. You take 10 piercing damage from the beard. All right, and then the bearded devil is that's below Cassius is going to make multi-attack against him. Both of those are going to miss because those were abysmal rolls. So then we move on to Hagrid.
All right, I have a question that I need a ruling on about the hammer.
Okay.
The command word causes lightning to wreath the hammer's head. These
Correct.
arcs of light shed in a radius of 40 feet. While the hammer is a light, it deals an extra 2d6 lightning damage to any target it hits. Now that's listed as different than the 2d8 lightning damage that it does.
Interesting.
So does that mean that anyone within a 40-foot radius, while I've got this hammer active, gets 2d6 every time it's my turn? Am I reading it right, first of all?
You are reading it right. It appears as though I made a typo. It's supposed to shed light in a radius of 40 feet.
The fuck is that?
Okay, so it isn't an extra 40-foot radius of lightning damage.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
But it is 2d8 lightning damage, not 2d6. I don't know why that discrepancy is there. I don't know what I did.
That whole extra lightning damage, well, never mind. It's fine. Okay, so was it my turn again?
Yes.
All right. Has that big guy done anything yet?
Yeah, he attacked Cassius and Laven.
It hurt.
Okay, so for my bonus action then.
Okay.
I want to, well, first of all, can I use my Channel Divinity as a bonus action when it says it's a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay. I want to cast on that big guy then the Vow of Enmity.
Okay. He has been vowed.
He has been enmatized.
Yes.
All right. And then I want to melee or attempt to melee the guy to my right then as well.
Okay.
My regular action.
Yep.
Holy shnikes. I don't think a 12 is going to hit him.
A 12 just barely misses.
Yeah, that sucks. All right. Got one of the bad ones out of the way. Let's try it again. How about a 17?
That does hit.
All right. So he gets 10 bludgeoning from the initial hit.
Okay.
And then from the lightning and the divine smite, he gets an additional 7.
Okay.
And that's going to end my turn.
All right. That brings us to Laven.
All right. Seeing that I miscalculated with fire, I'm going to bring in some ice. And cast Ice Storm at the 5th level.
Okay.
And I'm going to That's what this is for. So I'm going to drop it. Yeah, right there.
Okay, so basically, so you're hitting those 3 and missing Cassius and yourself.
Yes.
Understood. All right. So those are dexterity saving throws.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for making me pull up 3 different stat sheets for this, bud.
You're welcome.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to show the ring on my hand. So it's like, I can handle things.
All right. Dexterity
handle-
saving throws.
There's also bludgeoning damage.
Yes. All right.
This doesn't help with that.
Yeah. Okay. Dexterity. For the big guy, that's a fail. For the guy to his left is a fail, and the guy to his right also a fail because I did not roll a single thing, even in the double digits. Go ahead and roll all of the damages, Leovan.
All right. The bludgeoning is 16.
Okay.
I am currently rolling the ice.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and then I get my extra for the frost stone. 6. So 5 of those is 19 cold damage.
All right. Bonus action.
Then I'm going to chuck an ice knife at the big dude.
Okay. So that's a roll to hit.
Let's make it a second level ice knife.
Okay.
All right, roll to hit. Plus what?
10.
Oh, okay. 20, dirty 20.
Okay. Nice. That hits.
Okay.
So he
So
takes
it's a 1d10.
Yep, 1d10 piercing damage.
That's an 8.
All right. And then the 3 of them need to make dexterity saving throws again to avoid the cold damage. So big guy gets a 16.
That'll fail.
Beardy guy gets a 13. And the other guy fails too. So the 3 of them all fail their dexterity saving throws.
And that's 13 cold.
Okay. All right. Then that brings us to Cassius. The bearded devil to your south is looking pretty bad. Was it 13 cold damage, Laven? What did you say it was again?
Yeah, 13 from the ice knife.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that's great. I'm going to go ahead and turn my attention to him with Wit's End.
Okay.
And this is only +7 because I'm within 5 feet. It doesn't matter. That was a natural 19.
All right.
Leading to 26. That's going to lead to 7 slashing damage, 5 lightning damage.
Nice. That's 2 down.
All right. Then I'm going to sit there and cast Osteopenia on the Bone Devil. And by that, I mean I'm just going to use Wit's End again.
Okay.
So that one will be a 16 to hit.
A 16 does not hit.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my lucky feat to reroll.
Okay.
So that instead becomes a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
And that becomes 14 slashing damage, 4 lightning damage.
All right. Sounds good.
And then for the remainder of my turn, I'm going to step right there.
Okay. All right. At this time, the Bone Devil is going to step there.
That is difficult terrain.
Okay. He's got a flying speed of 40 or movement speed of 40. So I think the 15 feet he moved is probably all right.
Just making sure.
Yeah, no, you're good. All right. And he's going to make, it's going to make a multi-attack against Hagrid. So it's going to be
Sorry, Hagrid, I used my reaction this round.
1 attack with his sting, 2 with the claws. That's going to be 25 to hit with the stinger, but the claws are going to miss. Hagrid, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
25.
25. You succeed, so you do not get poisoned. However, you still take 14 piercing damage and 17 poison damage.
As a reaction, I would
Mhm.
like to use Soul of Vengeance,
All right.
which means I get an opportunity attack, basically,
Yes.
or a melee attack, not an opportunity attack.
Yep.
Okay, let me add. You said 17 for one of them.
Yep. 17 poison damage and 14 piercing damage.
All right, so melee attack.
Mhm.
Oh, God bless it. All right, that dice is done. I don't think a 12 is going to hit him.
12 does not hit his bony carapace.
Okay, that
All right.
is my action.
All right. That brings us down to Thakijima. It sounds like he might be muted.
Yep. Seeing as the one guy is dead, I think. Let me just double check.
Yeah, you can move your 100 mark.
I'm considering it.
I do believe it's a bonus action, and you don't have anything on the guy to the east.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about it because it is accurate. Yeah, we'll move it to the guy that I have oath mode.
Okay.
And same as usual, I'm going to take a step back.
All right. He will take an opportunity attack against you when I'm done moving stuff around.
Alright.
So go ahead and get started with your shit.
Yep, and then I'm going to do a standard attack against him, and then volley for my second attack.
Okay. Does a 15 hit you?
Negative.
Got it. Okay. You're good.
Alright, that's a natural 20 against him.
Beautiful.
So, 3d6 plus a d8. That is 31 damage to him.
All right.
And I forgot a d6. Hold on. 35.
He did.
Okay. Well, then, screw the volley against the next guy. It'd be a waste.
Mhm.
I'm going to attempt to sharpshooter him.
Okay.
That is a 14 plus 12, so 26.
Hits.
Alright. So that is just a d8. And he's been damaged, so I'm going to add Colossus Slayer to it.
Okay.
23.
All right. Very nice. All right. This guy, he's gonna throw a he's gonna hurl a flame at one at each of you. Thakijima does a 18 hit you.
Yep, that's my armor class.
Okay, and then that's gonna miss Albus. All right, so Thak, you take that's gonna be 14 fire damage.
Alrighty.
All right, and then Albus, you're up.
Well, I'm going to. I was going. Oh yeah, Kona Cole.
Okay.
Does he save or do I roll?
Well, it says that right next to the spell.
Wait a second. Where does it say that?
It'll say plus something if it's a hit, or it'll just tell you what the DC is. For instance, it says that it's a con 17.
Oh, it says Constitution 17. That's what that is.
That is what that is.
Well, you learn something new every day. Even I, a wizard, is not too old to learn.
That's going to be a 22 saving throw.
So you take half. Well, I better
Half.
roll all good then, shall I? This is cast at the 5th level.
Okay.
So 8 of these puppies.
Yep.
2. Six. Cold is one of my.
Yes.
Thank God for that small miracle.
Haggard, you are once again the next PC up.
Take 20.
20.
20.
All right.
My
Bonus action.
action. I will cast Ray of Frost.
All right. Roll to hit.
Ooh, 26.
Hits. And roll damage.
You take another 12.
Okie dokie. All right. So now scrolling back up here.
Does Cold do anything extra to this guy? Because he's in a very
No.
hot area?
Does not appear to have any weaknesses to cold.
Fucker.
All right. Laven, this guy's going to make his 3 attacks against you.
Cool.
The tail attack will hit,
Mhm.
and one of the claw attacks was a dirty 20, so that will also hit.
Yep.
All right. So the tail is going to be 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And the claw attack is going to be also 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Still on my feet.
All right. The final bearded devil is going to he's going to make his attacks against Hagrid. He's going to make an attack with his beard and his glaive. The beard misses. The glaive, that's a 21 to hit. Does a 21 hit you, Hagrid?
Beats it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me again.
21.
All right. Nice. So you take 6 slashing damage. And you take 9. It doesn't really say what kind of damage this is. I'm going to call it like poison damage, just because of the effect of this glaive. All right, that brings us to Hagrid.
All right. Since the Bone Devil is right there in melee range, Okay, if it's a ranged attack,
Mhm.
it's listed as a spell also. My Ring of Kiri Jolith.
Okay.
Can I use that in melee range?
Yes,
Without,
but as it
without
is,
disadvantage?
it is a roll to hit, so it is still with disadvantage.
Okay. We'll be doing that then.
Laven, you're on deck.
Yep.
Cassius, you're in the hole.
In the hole. I must say, am I the only video? Can anyone see me?
Actually, I can't see. You're one of the only people I can't see.
Huh. Because I'm the only one. I can see me, but I can't see.
Well, I cast Pass Without a Trace, so
I'm going to cast Break Wind.
Super effective.
All right, I think I'm just going to try melee with my hammer again.
Okay.
But I'm going to use. I'm going to add to my improved Divine Smite regular Divine Smite.
Okay. I will remind you that you do not need to declare that before you hit, actually. Divine Smite is one of those crazy things where you can wait to see if you crit before you decide if you wanted to use that. So like if
Okay.
you don't have to declare it first, because if you miss, it doesn't take up those spell slots.
Remember, I'll put my intention out there first.
Mm.
All right. So since it is enmatized, I don't think that's the right word for him, but I'm going to use it anyway. I get advantage on my attack rolls.
Yeah, you do. Did you use advantage when you attacked him as your reaction?
Nope, I forgot about it.
Okay.
But it's in the past. We're not going to worry about it. That's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. So the regular attack, the hammer, I improved Divine Smite, and I can use it's 2d8. I could use a maximum of 5d8, which would
Okay.
make it a third level spell.
Okay.
Are these considered undead or fiends?
I don't think they're undead, because I was wondering that myself.
It is in fact a fiend.
Okay, so I should have been adding. Well, I guess no. I guess it's just for this for regular Divine Smite. It's an extra 1d8.
Okay.
So here's the first round with the hammer and the hammer damage.
Okay.
So 12 bludgeoning and 15 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then shit, I'm on 8-siders. I'll have to roll an extra one.
time to go back to the dice shop.
12, 19, 26 damage from the Divine Smite attack.
Very nice.
Radiant damage.
Quite crushed and ragged. And you are pouring sulfurous smoke off of you like a Dementor, not a Dementor, like when the what are they, snake eaters? Scott, help me out. Death eaters, like the Death Eaters when they're flying. Yeah, in Harry Potter.
All right.
Yeah, Snake Eater's a Metal Gear Solid game.
Second attack, also with advantage, and it sucks anyway. Does a 14 hit him?
A 14 does not. All right. Laven, you're up.
All right. I am going to cast Lightning Bolt straight out this way.
At 8.
I don't understand the word you just said.
I said
All right, but Scottishly.
Oh, gotcha.
Because you're Scottish.
So that's a dex saving throw.
All right. All right, that's gonna be. They're both gonna fail because you're an 18 and West was a 17.
Yep. Cool. I'm rolling a lot of dice. I need more d6s to make this go faster.
I'm hereby requiring everyone to have the number of dice that is required to roll an attack.
That would be 8, though. That's a lot.
Got an excuse to go back on the dice shop.
28 lightning damage.
All right. Mike's got some, he's got extra for anybody. All right.
Oh, boy.
You actually killed the big guy.
Yeah.
All right, that changed up how we're gonna handle this round. Way to go, Scott.
Yeah.
Scott. Lavin.
Whoever did that.
All right. Bonus action.
Bonus action. I need better bonus action options. Let's just go with a little ice knife
All right.
at the guy right in front of me.
All right. That's going to be with disadvantage.
Okay. That was a good roll. That was a better roll. So on my good roll, that's a 28 to hit.
Okay. That'll hit.
Because I had a natural 20 on the other one.
Oh, nice. He's going to fail his dex saving throw as well. So go ahead and roll.
So that'll be 6 piercing.
Okay.
And 2, 5, 10, 13 cold. Wait, no,
Great.
minus one of those because I don't get to roll the last one. So minus 3, 10.
10. Okay.
I overcounted.
Okay. All right. He is just barely alive. And that brings us to Dr. Cash's hole.
All right, let's sit here. I'm going to attack this guy recklessly. It doesn't change anything about my attacks, but there will be a certain lack of abandon.
Okay.
So that's a 17 plus 7, 24 to hit.
That will, in fact, hit.
And that one will do 8 slashing damage, 6 lightning.
All right. Dead so hard.
And then once I sit there and get him with wit's end, I'm just going to throw him into the last remaining living enemy. Since the Bone Devil dying totally burned my reaction because there's nothing to use my reaction on now. That is a natural 19 that ends up going to 26.
All right. That hits.
And that will be 8 slashing, 6 lightning damage.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Okay. Let's see how strong I am. I'm 11 strong.
All right. That will be an extra bludgeoning damage from or I guess it'd be piercing damage from the Barb Devil hitting the Bearded Devil.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That brings us up to Thakjima, actually. Since Bone Daddy gone.
Alrighty then. Then let's move our hunter's mark.
All right.
Can't move Oathbow because, yeah, dumb stuff. And we'll go sharpshooter. And
Okay.
see what we get. Let's see here. 14.
14 just barely misses.
Alright, let's try the same thing again. That is even less.
That misses less barely.
And that is all I can do.
All right. He's going to hurl flames at Thok and Albus again. At Thok, that's going to miss. At Albus, also will miss. All right, Albus, you're up.
I'm charging up my magical dice.
Hopefully it'll save you from rolling crappy. What are you doing?
I'm going to. Where am I? 6 level. So I guess the 6th level. Going to cast. Decide I had a plan of attack and I can't. I'm getting old. I'm going to go with Kona at the 6th level.
Okay. All right. He did save again.
Oh, he sucks ass, doesn't he?
He sure does.
So no problem there. So, 4, 6, 7.
I really like this playlist. Some of these songs have a real Attack on Titan vibe to them.
8. Roll just one more.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that earlier. If one of them was some Attack on Titan.
No, it's just a playlist that I found on Spotify called Dungeons and Dragons Epic Music. So what's the damage, Albus?
I'm still adding.
You and your damn 2d8.
You made me. What?
I said you and your damn 2d8s.
No, this was 9.
Right, I'm saying that you only have 2d8s on your person.
I have 7.
Okay.
Now you made me lose my count again.
Oh, jeez.
While he's continuing to count, you can catch out this and more of Albus's Yelp reviews coming soon on our YouTube channel.
In
Pretty
all
soon.
seriousness, no, I really do want to go to the Bristol Run Fair again.
24.
All right.
Well, it's actually 25. So it'd be what, 12 damage?
Correct. All right. Bonus action.
Oh yes. Then I'm going to do Ray of Frost.
8.
Or not. 18.
Hits.
I did do that right. Where is that one? 3. It's not just a penis. 12 more.
All right. Still standing, but just barely. All right.
Beating the shit out of him and casting spells like I've never casted it before.
Moving back down into hell, we've got one enemy left down here with y'all. This bearded devil is going to make his multi-attack. He's going to make one at Hagrid, and he's going to make another one at Cassius.
I'm going to use my reaction to attack him for attacking someone other than me.
Okay.
And that will be a 18 to hit, 11 plus 7.
That will hit.
And that will be 9 slashing damage, 4 lightning damage.
Okay. Same deal, man. He just like swings back with that glaive, like right under the ribs again.
I told your friend, and I'm telling you now, no one touches my friends but me.
All right. That brings us down to Hagrid. We're going to stick in combat order for a little bit longer, but is there anything that you want to do before heading in the direction that you believe the gate to be?
Was that just Hagrid? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was still muted. Yeah, I want to check with Laven and see if he needs any HP help from my lay on of hands.
Okay. Well, since Laven is up, he can go ahead and answer that question.
I was gonna work on myself a little bit too, but I could use some assistance.
Based on your character sheet, I would say the answer to that was desperately. Yes, please.
I have to answer in character though.
Let me.
Yeah, while that's going on, my character will spend the rest of whatever time in battle, knowing what I know about the 9 hells, and this particular hell, I'm just going to carve into the Bone Devil. No deal.
No deal. All right. All right.
Well, I'd be willing to give Laven half of my pool of healing power.
Okay.
That's 40 HP.
Whoa,
Ooh, that's great.
that's a lot of HPs.
And I'll take the rest for myself.
Okay. All right. So before we transport ourselves back out to the other area, you guys, as you're traversing through the 9 hells on your way towards the gate that Bell told you about, you come across another group of devils, and they're not interested in slaving you like the last guy was, but you do see that as they walk past the group of devils that you left ruined in the alleyway, one of the demons spits on the other demons and calls them pathetic trash and just continues to walk through the city.
It's finally somebody I agree with.
And you guys, you actually make your way through Avernus to the Hellmouth just in time to peek out and see what I am going to assume is now Thakjima laying the final blow on this barbed devil outside. So Thak, take her away.
Alrighty, then it's going to be, since I'm rolling like shit, I'm going to do straight attacks against him.
Okay.
That is a, if I'm not mistaken, 26. Yep, 26.
That will definitely hit.
So D8 plus a D6 plus an extra D8 for Colossus Slayer. So that is 21 damage.
All right. That's a kill.
Woohoo.
So nice job, guys. I'm just gonna move you undead party members to the opening of the Hellmouth there, and so yeah, you guys, as you walk out, the light, the real light of the sun is just blinding. It sears your eyelids for a moment. You can even feel it burning your eyes while your eyes are closed. But eventually that does clear. You reorient yourself to breathing real oxygen instead of sulfur, and seeing the light of a burning ball of gas instead of the burning ball of gas that was a demon. And you guys see a clearing in the trees, and there's a couple of devils' corpses strewn about, and you see a wizard and what looks like a lizard standing up, but with a bow.
I hold my hands like up out in front of me.
Okay, as a sign of surrender or peacefulness.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that
more
shit.
peacefulness,
I'm ready.
not surrender.
Sure.
He's surrendering.
Like
Okay.
you do when you're trying to stop a car, kind of.
Sure, yeah.
That
What do you
one
mean?
hand wave
Get a
thing.
taxi in New York?
Leovan is hailing a taxi, the Sword Coast Ferry.
So we see them, right?
Correct. Yeah, you guys see them. Why don't you guys go ahead and we've got an opportunity because why don't we go ahead and describe your characters, like who each other sees, since it's been a long time.
I'm going to be disappearing into shrubbery.
Well, I've never met any of them.
Me neither.
Correct. So describe to them what they see. What do you look like? What are you wearing?
What do I look like?
Yes.
Well, dashing man. Probably they're turned on too. I can't help that. You see a man?
Roll for arousal.
Please don't.
Well, wait.
Piper, did you just see a man muttering to himself the entire time? Any idea what he's saying?
Basically, what you guys see is an average height male, with Fey ancestry in him, wearing a robe that's got some stars decorating him. And he sounds much older than he looks. Probably due to the harshness of the spells that you must cast and try to pronounce. That'd probably be the best description. And incredibly good looking. He seems to have a roguish charm about him. Makes it hard to dislike him.
Yet here we are. No. All right.
I don't know. Does Thakjima know these guys?
Nope.
That's why
Then
I
you
am
see-
working to
because he's in
disappear.
Which means we're about to get shot.
You're not. Who be thee? I've asked 3 times now. The 4th will not be an answer.
As the creepy old man keeps asking questions, I do want to try and make a stealth check and disappear into shrubberies.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Is it disadvantage because we already saw him?
I'm using.
You think?
He's really good at this. He's already
Okay.
got pieces of shrubbery stuck in his armor. So.
Let me make sure I don't have anything I can add to this.
If he disappears, I'm going to make a note to myself about putting shrubbery into my clothes.
Okay.
So that is going to be. Since I figure I wouldn't be using hide in plain sight yet. That comes to a 17.
17. Okay. Let's see here. The only person who you actually disappear from the site from is actually Hagrid.
Works for me.
The passive perception of Cassius and Leovan is higher than your stealth. So Leovan, you see you see this the lizard that you kind of took an interest in, having not really seen one before. You see him with a shrubbery in his armor jump into a shrub and then poke his head out, and you see his head, but he thinks that you don't see his head.
You can come out. We're not going to hurt you.
I'm sitting in the shrubbery waiting for them to answer the old man's question.
And I look at Cassius and I wonder why he's telling me that he's not going to hurt me. I already know that.
You're wondering why Cassius is telling a shrubbery it's not going to hurt you.
At this point, I'm laying down wit's end, and I'm taking flash photography out of my bag and set that on the ground. We are members of the formerly living. We were brought back to life to finish one final job so that I can go back to sleep and enjoy it this time.
It's Lord Soft's members. Kill them.
Remember what I just did? I put my weapons down. I have no way of hurting you.
Hagrid and Cassius, go ahead, make an intelligence check for me.
Let me stretch it
Huh.
18.
Okay.
I am incredibly stupid right now. That was a natural 1.
Well, your inner Goliath is showing a little bit. Cassius, you recognize these guys as part of the members of the party that was described to you by Bell.
Well, what are the fucking odds? It's almost like somebody had to write this story for us. Leovan, Hagrid, these are the fuckers we're looking for. You're the fuckers we're looking for.
Be you dragons.
No.
No dragons.
Corpses, yes. Dragons, no.
Okay, I come out of the shrubbery.
We were killed. We were killed by a dragon, if that helps.
I
Yeah,
like you even better now. You don't like dragons.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You know, I've had a few encounters with them. I've never had an enjoyable one.
We had a dragon tell us to come find people to fight dragons in hell.
Oh, really?
Wait a minute. Thakjima come out of the bushes then?
He did, yeah.
So, having seen him for the first time, what do I actually see then, Thok?
Yeah.
Okay. You see a lizard folk, which isn't uncommon to most people, with a large frill on the top of his head. Uh, his skin, though, is a dark, almost pearlescent red with black streaks and blue accents across it. About 6'5", 220 pounds. I'm carrying a bow that has streaks of arcane energy coursing through it. I have goggles on top of my head, which is kind of awkward for a lizard folk. And I am slightly blurred the entire time you're looking at me.
Good. I thought it was just me.
Cassius, you have a question?
Yes. One is, do your eyes open and close top, bottom, or side to side?
Depends on what way my head's pointing.
First
Okay.
one, then the other.
Yes, they always function in sequence.
Secondarily, how much does he look like a lusty Argonian bar staff?
Made.
You know what? I'll leave that to you, Cassius, to decide how much he looks like a lusty Argonian to you.
He could be lustier.
Hungry eyes. I cast hungry eyes at him.
Yep. But to answer the questions, party is the clothes that I'm wearing look like they've been chewed up by a dragon. There's disheveled mop top hair with slightly unruly facial hair. Glasses that look 100% functionally made instead of like any fashion to it whatsoever. Any exposed skin looks burnt, kind of like not too far removed from the Hound in Game of Thrones.
I know that reference.
Okay. You guys are quite disheveled. I can see that. Why are you coming out from there? Where is from there that you're coming from? What do you want out here?
Well, if I had to review down there, it's a pretty negative review, and they sat there and said, go somewhere else, and I said, okay.
So on Yelp, you'd give it 1.
If I could.
I
I need to make
wouldn't-
an account first.
I wouldn't leave a review.
Yeah.
A little gnome pops out from behind the hellmouth. He says, "Oh, thank God! I hate when you hit me 5 times," and runs off. That might be Yelp the gnome.
I want to shoot it. It startled me.
Things that come out from the literal hellmouth. Fine. A gnome hiding.
Yeah,
Hey, I
I'm
jumped in
pretty
a
sure.
shrubbery.
I'm pretty sure we just walked out of hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is another thing my parents warned me about.
Your story is so ridiculous and over the top. It gotta be true.
Either that or they escaped an asylum.
Let me tell you, at a certain point, I'd rather have stayed dead.
I'm sure this
But
isn't
looking
an
like that, I
asylum.
don't blame you. Ugh. And you smell something.
Well, yeah, I've been in a sulfur bath everywhere in hell.
I've been decomposing for who knows how long.
Yeah.
Who's the dumb-looking big guy?
How do we know it's not just Thox that smells bad?
I thought he was
You'll
with
have
you.
No, that's Thakjima. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the looking big guy.
We're not talking about the same person?
I know.
Okay. Well, this here's the big man.
How tall?
Yeah, I'm a Goliath,
So you're
and
big.
you mentioned that we looked a little ragtag, but I kind of look at myself, and I don't know what you're talking about because my armor of gleaming cannot get dirty. So I can only assume that being revived from death really fucked with my face.
Much like
But
Varm, your
the
face
thing
kind of
is
looks like
probably-
Baghdad.
You probably won't be getting a date anytime soon. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Albus Salazar, wizard extraordinaire, and my companion is Thakjima, ranger.
Is that also extraordinary?
Kinda.
Or is it more like Ranger pretty good? Ranger gets the job done.
Ranger could shoot an arrow in your face, and we'll see how that.
Oh no, that might be an improvement.
Well, yes, I admit. Anywho, it behooves me to sit there and banter like this. But we came here due to, well, this might sound kind of crazy, but since you hell, you're gonna play.
I'm sorry, come again?
The Lord of Goodly Dragons visited us and requested our presence on a quest to come by the gates of hell, acquire some allies, and try to finally put an end to the reign of Terra.
Well, I don't know all the details. We kind of got given the need to know on this, and what we needed to know is that we're the backup, we're the cavalry.
Okay, the cavalry is not the backup; they're the front line.
We're both. We're in.
Apparently, you weren't good the first time. Now they're giving you a second chance.
Yeah, I asked that question too, and they sat there and said, "Shut up, or we could kill you again."
Well, Doc G-Man and I are part of the A team. That makes you guys like the B team.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm sorry. I traveled to a far land called Wisconsin.
I'm sorry. You, no matter what language you put it in, unless it's Elvish, like he can't spell in common. If you give him the Elvish letters, he'll get it.
Okay, well, I can speak in Elvish and write it.
I can only read it.
That's okay. I'm a wizard extraordinaire. Did you not see the title?
All right. So, what are you guys doing now? Are you resting? Are you making your way north? What's going on?
I would like to rest if we can, but I'd like to get away from the Hellmouth first.
Fakjima, make a survival check for me.
Okie dokie.
Leovin also.
Okay.
Yeah. While they're doing that,
13.
I'll be writing a note and throwing it back to the Hellmouth and just says, "Step 1 accomplished. Need more instructions."
12.
12. Okay. Between the two of you, Thak, you recall a place where you guys camped along the way, and Leovin, Thak like describes it to you in like super broken common, the way that he speaks, as you've known him to speak for the last few minutes since you've known him. But you actually remember the place where he's describing. It's like kind of like a protected bluff where you guys are able to make camp. It's a pretty common camping place along in the Sword Coast in this area.
Okay. While we're traveling, I want to use my conjure woodland beings again to pop out. Let's see here. 2 of the dryads.
Dryads, yeah. Druids would be
dryads.
Leovin.
Yep. And I want them to just distribute good berries to those who need it, and cast Pass Without a Trace on us, so we can move relatively unknown away from this hellmouth.
All right. Well, you guys are able to traverse the reaching wood to get to where this campground is. Nice and full of good berries. Nice little afternoon snack, and without really any problems. Again, it's a time of relative peace in the Sword Coast. So you guys are able to make camp for the evening, and that actually goes by fairly.
I don't want to brag to you guys, but Takjima and I were part of the group thing, and that's why you see this peacefulness.
We cleaned up what you left.
How did you?
Many arrows. Many
Much more
arrows.
talented than say you guys, but you gotta
You
have
weren't
a
there.
Lord knows we come close.
You keep saying not to brag. I don't think you know what that means.
I know exactly what that means. I'm very humble. I'm great.
Mage Salazar.
Extraordinaire.
I would like to mention to you that we met our untimely end because we became arrogant.
For a timely end?
Yes.
Arrogance is what did us in. I would hope that if we were to make a mistake, it wouldn't be the same one.
Yes, that would be bad making a mistake twice. It's like, what did you guys do? Go up against an army?
Yeah. So take that as a little friendly advice to sit there and 100% not a threat. But if we're going after Tiamat again, let's recognize exactly the task we're putting up for ourselves.
It's huge, monumental, and we probably need more allies.
So maybe we should start off with a little bit of humility. And then we'll be arrogant after we eradicate Tiamat.
Well, the arrogant humans are arguing with each other. I'm just popping my dryads in and out of trees every 6 seconds, just to amuse myself.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Let's see here. That is
So, Corey, are we continuing?
11.
You are sufficiently entertained. Albus, what was your question? Sorry.
Are we continuing or are we quitting? What are we doing here?
Oh, yes, I'm not done.
Oh, good. Then can we take a long rest? Because I've cast more spells than I've ever cast, well, really ever here.
Yes, I was getting to that.
Long rest.
All right, yes. So you guys get a long rest. The night goes by without any problems. It seems as though lately the trade routes have been filled with less unsavory folks, especially with. There's been plenty of work made available to people with very limited skills as far as like rebuilding cities, villages, hamlets, all sorts of stuff like that. So the need to be a bandit has pretty much gone away for the time being. So yeah, you guys are unfettered in your rest. And then in the morning, it's a nice clear day, and you begin your trek north to the town of Silver Moon in the northern wilds of the Sword Coast. Leovan, you've probably seen it in your Druidly travels.
Is Lady Austriel still ruling that, or?
That's a great question. I don't actually know. They were the Sword Coast Adventurers Guide was pretty mum on details about Silver Moon. So as far as that goes, I don't have a ton, but you guys haven't gotten there yet. I would like to know sort of the order that you guys are walking in, like along a trail. How do you? What's your order for that? Like, what's a marching order for you guys?
I'll take the lead.
Okay.
And
At least
we'll let them take the lead.
I'll be up there with Mr. Crispy.
Okay.
I say I'd like to be like fourth.
All right.
I'll follow Cassius and I can't remember who else said they were gonna. Yeah, Thok.
Who's in the rear?
You.
That's you.
Do you think this is the best choice to have me in the back?
You said that you
You
wanted to be
lead.
the opposite of leading, so that's where you are.
That is wholeheartedly the
I kind of
opposite.
want a middle of the ground, like somewhere in between, like like an Oreo cookie, perhaps.
He's
I
afraid
meant
of
ate
them
one
coming
those.
through
Those
the
are
back
pretty
door.
good.
All right.
Listen,
I'll take
listen, Oz the Great and Powerful. Just get in the back.
What'd you? Excuse
Wait.
me?
Will you follow us if we give you a Scooby snack?
I'm chuckling to myself at
Have you
Hagrid's
been
comment.
to Wisconsin too?
Thok is enjoying Hagrid's company.
Kind of while we're traveling, I want to take out I have a mirror.
Okay.
And just kind of assess the damage on myself.
Okay.
Are we up to full snuff again, Corey?
Yes, you had a long rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna be inquiring to where they were, what they were doing, how they came back, who gave them this mission, are they a good person, a bad person, everything about how they got the objective to hunt down dragons and all that fun.
Okay. First things first, Laven, do you remember off the top of your head how you died? Like, what was the attack that killed you?
I want to say the killing blow was a tail whip.
It was a tail. Okay.
Yeah.
So, your hair has grown back. You can tell that it is like covering up some like scarring up like in the hairline. You can see like a little gap in your elven locks. But there is a scar that goes like down kind of across your face. It looks a little bit like a really, really big bear tried to chew on your head while you were asleep. And then also too, like there is like a like in your like upper neck, shoulder area, like where your collarbone is. It's not quite symmetrical on both sides. Like one side looks normal, the other side looks like a little like low. Almost as though like the bones didn't like fuse 100% correctly after being crushed by a dragon's tail. Does anyone want to answer any of Thok's questions?
Thok, where do you think we came from?
Hole.
And that hole led to
Smelly place.
how many good places smell bad?
All of them.
But smell like sulfur.
Swamp. Swamp good.
And fire.
Swamp good.
Full of devils.
Relative term.
Like those guys you killed outside of the hole.
Food.
Okay, then food sent us. And then because food sent us, actually, I don't know where I'm going.
Like we have,
You should.
me and Albus have no idea where we're supposed to be going right now because we were just told to find you guys.
Nope,
So
you have every idea. I told you exactly where you're going.
You told me.
We're going to
Yeah.
Silvery, are we not?
We were told to come to this hole to find you guys because you're allies and would help us move further.
And then go to Silvery Moon.
Yes, you were told, and I quote, "I require that you prove your resolve by traveling to the town of Silvermoon and hiking to the peak of the Silver Mountain. At the peak, there is a portal to the Silver Lake and the seven heavens of Mount Celestia."
Nope.
and what kind of metals are there?
I knew where we were going. Thought Gene was a little.
Dragon wasn't paying attention.
Well, there you go.
Hold on. So there's just like a hole to heaven.
Kind of.
Like a glory hole?
That is blasphemous.
Oh boy.
You sound like one of the freshmen in my old classes.
That's okay. You look like roadkill.
Well, yeah, that was before I died too.
Oh. Then I truly am sorry.
All right.
Are we
So
passing any travelers along our way? Can I ask questions like who's in charge? Well, I mean,
you want to ask a traveler who's in charge of their traveling party?
No, I want to ask who's in. If we're heading to Silvery Moon, strike up a casual conversation, find out where they're coming from and where we're going, and to see who's in charge.
Oh.
You could, however, I don't have that information.
I mean, if we always went down, like, whoever made the decisions for us that really mattered and really saved our asses up until the end, we always asked Big Man.
So, would we actually
Well, if you
know
have
where
information on
Silvermean
that,
is?
just take us straight where we grab our treasure and experience points, and we'll call it a night.
The town of Silvermoon is a fairly well-known location. It is basically, and I can give you guys some more information once you guys do get there. But it is basically known as it's called the Gem of the North because it's one of the few civilized places in the middle of the northern wilderness.
Yeah, but it's right by the troll moors.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not very civilized. I don't want to be caught out that way.
Well, it is the northern wilderness. So as you guys travel, who is keeping watch, if anybody? Is that something you're even concerned about?
That's
I
while
would be
while
open
we're
with that.
traveling.
Mhm.
Yeah, while we're traveling, I'm keeping an eye out.
I'm
Okay.
wholly unconcerned with it.
After I looked at myself.
Okay.
Me being the
All right.
paranoid fuck, I'd be doing it as well.
Right. Yeah. All right. So as you guys travel, the traveling on becomes more densely covered by the tree canopy and starts to get a little more cramped by the surrounding brush. Thak and Leovin, go ahead and make a survival check for me.
That was better. I think I'm plus. Yeah, 22.
Okay.
And I got 22 also.
All right. So both of you realize that the animal sounds that you're hearing alongside you in the brush don't actually belong to the animals that make those noises. They're happening in the wrong cadences. They're being connected in strange ways. Like someone who's listened to animals a lot, but not actually practiced being them. And also that it seems like sources of noise are actually following you.
Mm.
And what this means is that when these two disgusting old women jump out of the brush onto the trail in front of you, you're not really surprised by it. However, the surprising thing that happens is all of a sudden the rush and flap of leathery wings as you spot overhead in the canopy a green dragon who spots Thok and Albus and then gives a quizzical look to Leovin, Cassius, and Hagrid, and he shouts, "You!" And he comes down through the canopy and lands like on the trail in front of you guys. And it is as Cassius, Leovin, and Hagrid probably recognize from your year of undead nightmares, the very dragon that killed you.
Yes, I know. You
Uh,
thought you killed us. It turns out we were just very badly burned.
I scream "you" right back at him, and my eyes tear up really hard.
Okay. What I want at this time
What the fuck did you guys bring down on
Is
us?
to take a quick break before we head into battle again?
yes, we can do that.
I would have knocked an arrow as soon as I saw stupid ass dragons.
We
Oh,
will.
by the
We'll
way,
roll
I would have
initiative
picked up my
after.
weapons after I got done talking to Thok and Albus.
We'll roll initiative after a quick 10-minute break.
I know this map.
Okay, gotta fill up my beverage, my elixir of intelligence. Or is it?
I doth made this map.
It's a big ass fucking dragon.
Yes, it is.
You know, I love when all the friends you all white collar and you're the only blue collar. And so a $300 ticket to a game is nothing for.
Yeah. That makes for a rough time.
Especially going, you know, it's just like, okay, we're in London anyway. Bears world to me. I'm in London.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's Big Ben. There's like a shit ton of history, and we're gonna spend $300 on a. Well, you know what? They can't take it from you when you're dead.
That is true.
Gotta make a phone call, son of a bitch.
Hey, Laven. Is he not back yet?
I would guess not.
Buddy,
I was about to say, this is our first day back
about jerseys.
from death, and we
Well,
run into the one thing that was strong enough to kill us.
telling Mike I know a guy that can get his jerseys. Legit or not. And if I'm not mistaken, jerseys are what I tell him. Knockoffs are the. No, I've gotten jerseys from jerseys. Didn't really have money, but they were all raw. So yours are like that. I've never noticed a. I hate to, so the tickets for the Bears. Really, dude. So I told him I knew a guy. Legit. Needed an answer. Yeah. Do it right. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. All right. Thanks a bunch. I gotta call back to them. We'll do. Look like you had fun on that. Good. Excellent. Okay, thanks a lot. So one of the things they want to do, trip and doing the Bears game, is to have like Singletary's and wear them because we're all 50.
Okay.
So I'm like, I told him I know a guy can get us jerseys at a decent price. He's like, legit or knockoffs? Like, well, they're like high quality. Not. What do you care? You want to pay $300 for a ticket, you schmuck? What difference does it make?
Yeah, exactly.
But I've gotten a few knockoffs over the years, and especially on the football jerseys, you can't even tell the difference.
Yeah, I mean,
I know this because I have an authentic Urlacher, and I also have a knockoff Palomalu. And stitching's all there and everything else. On the downside, when those knockoffs fuck up, it's pretty obvious.
yeah.
But honestly, I don't even want a Singletary jersey. The guy became a nut job later on coaching. I think I'd rather have a Khalil Mack Bears jersey. I already have two. Besides, you know how much authentic jersey?
Nope.
They're about $300 for a good one.
Jeez.
I have an authentic Blackhawks, and I have an authentic Bears, and I have an authentic Chicago. They were all pricey. But I admit, knockoff Blackhawk sweaters, they're...
All right, guys. Is everyone back?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Scott?
Yep.
All right,
Who
cool.
plays Takjima?
Me.
Me.
It's Mike.
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 Yeah, my name's on the thingy down there.
Nope, just says Doc G.
Takjima.
I thought I changed that. My bad. I
There,
shall fix.
out.
Hey, Laven. How
Hey.
messed up is it that the day we come back to life, we end up having to fight that thing that killed us?
It's been a couple days.
Yeah, did they tell us what they are? What
do
they
you mean?
did prior? Their occupation, so to speak?
Well, not everyone introduces himself as wizard extraordinaire. A lot of people kind of like, yeah, I hunt monsters, or yeah, I like nature.
I hide
I
in
would have said
shrubberies.
professor, pretty okay, but not the best.
Well, right, but if
I
I said title of sage, just doesn't have quite ring as Salazar, wizard extraordinaire. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just Laven.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and roll the initiatives. All right, 20 to 25.
I have a 24.
23.
22.
Doc, you said a 24?
24.
24 again, okay.
19 plus 5.
Hagrid, what'd you say again? You had a 22?
23.
23. And then, Laven, you had a 21?
22.
22, okay.
My first natural 20 of the day.
Nice.
Pitiful.
Too bad I'm the only one that ever tracks that stuff. All right. Let's go 15 to 20.
I had a 15. For once, it's a good roll, and apparently everybody still did better than me.
All right. 10 to 15.
14.
Okay.
What exactly are you a doctor of? Gynecology? What?
Death.
That's a little grim, but okay.
Chemical engineering.
Chemical what?
That's actually a really good answer. Chemical pain engineering.
I like it.
What's pagineering?
Pain.
You'll find out.
Like pain engineering. Pain engineering.
You know, all that stuff that gets you in trouble with the Geneva Convention.
Well, when you said that, it sounds like an actual work term, pagination. And that's
Yeah.
for making sure everything right? Printing.
We don't know printer terms. Okay, first up is going to be Thakjima. It has been, I should clarify this, it has been 3 days of travel since you guys left the bluff.
So my oath bow is good to go.
I thought that took a week.
No, it is. Let me refresh you. That when
it's a
your
lunar
sworn
week.
enemy dies, you can choose a new one after the next dawn.
Okay.
Yep.
What is the two other things in front of the dragon?
Those appear to be some sort of hag.
Huh.
Leathery hags.
Did I date him?
You can certainly try.
No, did I? I've
Oh.
had a very promiscuous life.
Why don't you go ahead and roll an intelligence check?
Oh, what is that? Huh.
Hey, Corey.
Mhm.
We need token control.
Oh, shit, sorry.
11.
It doesn't look like anybody you remember.
Well, thank the maker, because they're pretty hideous.
All right, Thok, you've got control.
Okay.
Are these anus hags?
No.
Sex.
Blue hags, green hags.
I'm not going to tell you what they are.
I'm a wizard.
They're enemies.
I'm very learned.
There's our intel.
The fact that you were even told that there's some kind of hag is more than most people get.
Oh, honestly, I am a sage and a wizard, and I have arcana, and I have history. I probably would know these things.
Yeah, but the problem is trying to investigate exactly what something is and sets it apart from other things of the same type while it's actively trying to kill you. So there, I'll tell you exactly what it is after you kill it. But right now, you
there's
don't
a
just have the
giant
time to study
scary-
like that.
Giant scary dragon also.
Which is really more concerning me than the hags.
That's fine. You can choose what you want to be more afraid of or not.
I've been married before. I can handle the hags.
All right, Thok, you're up.
Okay, so I've already moved.
Okay.
I'm just checking something on my hunter's mark. I want to just so that's strength. Okay, so yeah, why not? I'll do this. I'm gonna cast. Oh wait, that is. Oh no, it's a bonus action to do this. So beautiful. I'm gonna cast Guardian of Nature on myself,
Okay.
which I'm gonna use the Great Tree. So I get 10 temporary hit points. Constitution saving throws with advantage, dexterity and wisdom-based attacks with advantage, and while I'm on the ground, the ground within me is difficult terrain. Within 15 feet is difficult terrain for enemies.
Okay.
Because screw these guys. Okay, thank you. That being said, I'm gonna Oathbow mark this guy.
Marking the
Dragal.
Dragal. Okay.
Yep. And then I want to take my 2 shots at him using sharpshooter.
Okay.
So first one with advantage is a natural 20.
Okay.
So that is 3d8 plus a d8 because I don't get anything else because he's not damaged yet. Or it's 3d6 plus a d8. That is 42 points of damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And it doesn't say that I only get Oathbow once per round. So second attack, since he's been damaged, I'm going to also throw in, that is a 27 to hit.
That definitely hits.
I'm going to throw in my Goliath Slayer while I'm at it.
Colossus there?
Yeah, Colossus Slayer.
Yeah,
Don't be
attack
killing
Hagrid.
Hagrid now.
So that is... math. 29 plus 7, whatever that is. So 36.
Okie dokie. All right, Hagrid, you're up.
All right. As a bonus action, I would like to use one of my guiding bolt charges from the ring
Okay.
and fire it at the dragon.
All right.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yep. But I don't know why.
My fucking god.
Sharpshooter.
That's a critical fail.
Oh, okay. All right. Actions.
How about I don't know.
What the hell are you doing, Laven?
I'm trying to save time. So it'll make sense soon enough. Okay, that was too many.
All right, what the hell? Let's give
dang
this
it.
one a try. At the 4th level. Wait, let me make sure he's within range. Yeah, he is. At the 4th level, I would like to cast Banishment on the dragon.
Ooh, okay.
So it's a charisma saving throw.
It sure is. All right.
DC of 17.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see really quick here. Okay. All right. He's going to roll. That is a it's an adjusted 22.
Shit. All right. Ends my turn.
All right. Leovan, you're up.
All right, I am going to cast Firestorm, which is a 7th level spell.
Okay.
And it's 10 10-foot cubes, which is what these are.
Okay.
So I'm just going to draw. Let's go like that.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
And then everything in that area
Has to make a dexterity saving
has to
throw.
make a dex saving throw.
Okay. So the dragon. He would fail, but it's going to use a legendary resistance.
Balls.
The hogs. Let me double check something real quick here. Okay. Let's see. One hag rolls a 19, the other one a 15.
The 19 passes.
Okay.
So that'll be half damage.
Okay.
All right, so I get to roll 11. 11 plus 12 is 23. Plus 17 is 40. And plus 5 is 45. And then last one is 4 more. So 49 fire damage.
49 fire damage. Okay. And that is halved to the ones that saved.
Yes.
Okay. Give me just a second here. I realized that I forgot to put the hit points in for the hags.
2.
All right. So this it was 49, you said, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So then half of that is 24. Guys, I just did math like while I was doing other stuff. I'm really proud of myself right now. You
Good
guys
for
don't have to
you.
be if you don't want to. Anything else, Laban?
Then I will throw out a. How far am I? 60. Yeah, throw out a fairy fire.
Okay.
Which is a 20-foot cube. So.
And the firestorm is instantaneous, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I could do this better. Yeah, so right there, a fairy fire.
Okay.
So that is another deck saving throw.
Two of them, correct?
I think, yeah, I can't quite get both hags.
Okay.
I mean, unless I can, like, kind of shift it.
You can, yeah, you can actually, if you hold Alt, you can place
Yep.
it.
So if I can do that, that is
Yeah.
my goal.
I'll
Okay.
allow it. So what is that? What kind of throw?
Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throws. Okay. The dragon's gonna pass for sure, and the other hag passes this time, while the one that failed before, they switched. Which one
Okay.
failed and which one passed?
So the one that failed is lit up. So we have advantage on attack rolls against it.
Okay.
If you can see it.
Okay. And I put a purple dot on that one.
Cool.
All right. Then it is the hags are up. So the hag on the left is going to
Go on.
cast Eye Bite on Leavin.
What spell is that?
Sounds nice.
So I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom is a really good 23.
Okay, you pass. So let's see.
Hey, where is that? Are these did the monsters get stronger too? Oh, there
What?
it is. Fine, I'm sorry. Oh, shut up.
Hang on a sec. I gotta read this really quick.
He's
Oh, okay. I see. I understand. Okay, yeah. So nothing happens to you there. And
Good.
then the as a bonus action, it's going to cast Hold Person on Thok-Jima. So Thok, go ahead. I need you to make a Wisdom save for me.
He's a lizard, not a person.
That's just mean.
Mhm.
Trying
Mike,
to
I
find
think
a
you're
loophole.
muted.
I'm trying to find a loophole. It is nothing personal.
That is a 9.
9. Okay, so you are now paralyzed for the duration of this spell, or until you're able to save against it.
Let me just double check. Yep, okay.
Okay, so then this hag is concentrating on a spell. Okay, other hag now is going to... Yep, is going to... Oh, that's not helpful. Give me the right one. There we go. Okay, Leavin, actually, no, not Leavin. This time it's going to be Cassius. Cassius, go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw for me.
Wonderful, I can do that.
Add 4.
Add 12, actually. That's great. I'm still going to use Lucky to reroll the Wisdom save.
Okay.
And that takes it from a 10 to a 27.
Okay.
And let me
So
mark off one of my Luckies for the day.
All right. Okay, and then it is going to cast Ray of Sickness at Hagrid. So Hagrid, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$15.
Okay. It misses you with the ray, so we're good. Okay, so the hags are done. That brings us to Albus. Albus, you're up.
Oh. I'm multitasking, unfortunately.
Well, I didn't tell you to do that.
Well, that trip to Europe is kind of... So, I have all my spells back. I really want to... Damn it, should have looked at that soon. Fuck me. I'm not going to do that. So, Corey, show me the area of effect of Fireball if I do it right.
Tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this here. And
See anything.
I'm going to give you control of it. And I'm going to do that. And that. So you take this little guy and you put it wherever you want.
Oh, that'd be pretty sweet. Let the 4th of July begin.
All right, so you're casting Fireball there.
I'm casting it at the 6th level.
All right, let's get some saving throws. All right, the dragon uses a second legendary resistance.
Wait a minute,
both-
something's wrong here.
What?
I can't find where I can mark it off on my spell slot. It disappeared on me.
I'll fix it for you. You said you were casting at the 5th level?
6th.
6th level, okay. I'll make sure that it gets done right. But the dragon succeeded and the hags failed.
Okay, well, death is death. So the dragon takes half and the hags take full?
Yes.
This better be painful. It's 11 six-siders. I can't even count that high.
It probably disappeared because once you clicked it, your slot got consumed.
Well,
And
no.
then you can't cast those anymore.
Didn't click it yet.
Well,
I
you must
actually
have.
erased all the other slots prior
Mm.
because it was really nice because it's easier for me to know. And
Did you didn't take a long rest.
I did.
You didn't click the button.
Oh.
So that's why you couldn't do anything, because all your spell slots were still used up from the last thing. All right, I got it fixed.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Used again. So I get 11, right? Where's that? Fireball, 11 6. 2, 4, 6. Boy, it's dark out here. Oh my god, I have 11. I have 11 six-siders. Listen to this.
I'm sorry, you cut out. You're gonna have to roll that dice again.
Thank you. I'm going. I have to. That's what he said.
He's not the DM.
I'm not.
He's a
I'm
doctor.
just a schmuck.
Corey. He's a doctor. He's way more important.
No, I play a doctor on the internet.
He's way less of a doctor
Wait a
as
minute.
this doctor than he was with
If
his
you
last
had
doctor.
a breast at a Holiday Express, you're a doctor.
That effect only lasts for 24 hours. So.
Yeah, but this is more of a correct you doctor than a fix you doctor. What do I know? I'm dead.
Formerly dead.
Soon to be re-dead.
Re-dead.
Uh, 43.
43. Okay.
Which isn't too shabby. I really like a six-sider.
Which means that Thakjima, you're no longer going to be held
Woohoo!
because there's no way that the hag can meet that concentration check.
Yay, I'm free.
So now for my bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will cast. What's the one with the purple dot on her?
It's lit up,
Fairy fire.
Yeah, lit up from
Yeah.
fairy fire.
so you have advantage on attacks.
Oh, really? Well, then I might as well just go with firebolt. That's a nice little one. So I rolled 2 20s, correct?
Yep.
Boy, it's so freaking dark in here. I should open. I feel uncomfortable drinking.
It's called electricity, Edison. Use it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're fucking kidding. 12.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that misses.
I can't believe I rolled a 3 and a 1.
All right. Cassius, you're up.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to step forward to about right there.
Okay.
And I know that's going to invite opportunity attacks. I'm going to let it. How far off the ground is the dragon?
He came in for a landing, so he's actually within melee range right now.
Wonderful. My first, I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to cast Silence on my on Wit's End.
Okay.
So 20 feet in any direction of me does not create any sound, and any thunder damage is immediately dropped to 0.
Okay.
Mostly to prevent hags from casting spells.
Okay.
Then I'm going to dump 2 into the hag with fairy fire using what Leovan has already set up for me. The first attack will be a dirty 20 to hit. And the second attack will be a dirty 26 to hit.
Okay. Those will both hit.
Yeah, and then because I don't have a right on right now, that will do 9, 12, 18 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then that will end my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, the dragon's going to use a legendary action to make a wing attack against you. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I can do that. Once I find out what I did with my d20. And I'm going to use another point of lucky to re-roll it.
Okay.
And that changes it from an 8 to a 22.
Okay. All right. You save.
Mhm.
But the dragon is then going to go. It's going to fly half his flying speed. He's going to go 20 feet up in the air. So you will get to make a dexterity
Cool.
attack of opportunity.
Also, if I hit, it automatically loses all of its move speed. Like,
Why is that?
Sentinel feat is that if I ever hit on an opportunity attack, its movement drops to 0.
Gotcha.
However, this one's not going to do it because I rolled a 13.
Okay, yeah, that will not work. So the dragon is now 20 feet up. It's actually now the dragon's turn. He's going to come up here go. 40. And he is going to do a breath weapon attack. So I need Thok, Hagrid, Leovan, and Albus to make Constitution saving throws.
Is it poison only?
It is, yeah. So actually, you don't need to.
Cool.
I remember that's why the dragon hated you so much last time.
Yep. I'm gonna just stare him in the eyes as he does this.
Critical
I'm
failure.
just gonna breathe it in. Breathe deep.
Do what that devil did to me earlier.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Oh wait, I get advantage on these.
Why?
Because of my great tree from Guardian of Nature.
Okay.
So that is actually a 17.
17. Okay. Thok, you take 56 poison damage.
Ooh.
Hagrid, you take 28. Albus, what was your Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, no way I can pass this. So...
I didn't even make one. Was I supposed to?
I did say your name.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. I did not hear. Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bummer.
What does your aura contribute to that, Hagrid?
7.
It's
That's
it's for frightening and for saving throws.
Okay. Well, was it a +4 to the saving throws?
Yes.
Okay, that's not going to save him anyway. Albus, you also take 56 poison damage.
That'll wake you up in the morning. I won't. Now it's party.
A little bit. All right. The dragon is going to. What's that?
How much did you say it was for me, Corey?
28.
I would like to use Stone's Endurance as a reaction.
Okay.
I got a question for you. Is there a spot on this D&D Beyond that tells you poison damage or anything, or is it really not necessary?
That's really not necessary. The only time it really matters is if you have a resistance or immunity to it, like Leovan does.
Oh,
But
okay.
since I expect you guys to tell me the type of damage, I think it's reasonable for me to tell you the type of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, I don't memorize everybody's sheets, so if you have a
Yeah.
resistance to poison damage, it's your job to remember that, not mine.
Yeah.
What do we pay you for?
To run the game. All right.
Reduced
Hang
and-
out with Mike.
That reduced it by 13, so that's still 16, right?
Yes. All right. The dragon is also going to use his frightful presence.
Son of a bitch.
So I need everybody to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me. What does the aura do for fear, Hagrid?
Can't be frightened.
Can't be frightened. All right. So Hagrid, Albus, and Leovan don't need to make. So actually, it's just Thok and Cassius need to make wisdom saving throws.
I was about to say I'm
19.
also being frightened.
I am
don't
definitely
have,
frightened.
Corey,
Alright.
what was the number I needed to make the saving?
For what?
That last one.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Well, because I got +2 also to add to it, so technically I had.
You rolled a 7 with the +4 plus your +2. You are still not going to hit it.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Thok, that's your frightened. All right. So yeah. So you are frightened.
I can't do anything with Hagrid.
Which means that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see the dragon, and you can't willingly move closer to it.
Except Oathbow gives me advantage against attack rolls to the dragon, so I'm average.
Okay. All right. It's going to end the dragon's turn, which brings us to Thok.
All right. What I want to do is, before the spell ends, yeah, why not? I'll give this a shot. I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns at the 4th level,
Okay.
and I am going to attempt to shoot said dragon
Okay.
without using sharpshooter.
Leovan, what was that?
I was testing out the aura radius.
So that is a 15.
A 15 will miss.
Okay, then let's try shooting him again. That is a 16.
That will also miss.
I quit. I'm walking away. I'm done. Well, let's see here. That was a bonus action for Hail of Thorns. Yeah, so I'm good.
So it does still last up to a minute.
Yep, so I got 9 more rounds.
Yep. Okay. All right. Did you Hunter's Mark the dragon?
No.
Mm-hmm. I thought he did.
No, I oathbowed him.
You
Oh.
lose by casting Hail of Thorns. You lose concentration on your Guardian of Nature.
It already went down because I took 56 points of damage.
Okay.
There's no way I can make that Constitution saving throw.
It's
Did
halved.
I even get a chance to make that?
Yeah,
kind
but
of
well,
decision?
it's 10 plus the damage.
So
Isn't it? No, never mind. It's
It's
still in the 30s. 20,
Yeah.
like high 20s to 30s.
my best
Right.
Constitution saving throw with a natural 20 is 24. There's
Okay.
no way I can make it.
Gotcha. All right. And Uncle Sean, no, you didn't have you didn't have a spell that you had concentration on, so you didn't need to make that.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Thok, you're done. Hagrid, you're up.
They don't do saving throws against
Oh.
breath weapons, do they?
Don't I get to make a Wisdom saving throw against Fright?
Let me double check, but I think you're right. Yes.
Haha, I want to do that. That is 14.
Still failed.
Okay.
What was your question, Uncle Sean?
They don't you don't have to do saving throws against breath weapons, fifth, do you?
Yeah, it was a Constitution saving throw that you failed the fuck out of.
Well, yeah, okay, so that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like when I was playing, it was spells, breath weapon, and it did it differently.
Sure. Hagrid, you're up. The dragon is 20 feet in the air currently.
Right. So I want to try another charge from the ring.
Okay. You are aware also that you can use more than one charge at a time, right? To cast at a higher spell level? Just making sure that you know that.
No, I forgot about that,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Okay.
So that becomes a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, what the fuck?
And that is 15. I forget what kind of damage guiding bolt is.
Radiant.
That's
So to flavor this, Hagrid, you hold out your holy symbol and you cast, or your ring of Curie Jolith, and you cast guiding bolts out of it, expecting to see this brilliant ray of light. But a giant smoke bomb shoots out of it and hits the dragon, and the dragon has sort of a constant smoke billowing off of it. So it does still have the effect of people having advantage on the next attack against it.
That changes my plan.
All right. Anything else, Hagrid?
Yeah, let me, since he's up in the air.
He
I
is in
want
range for you to chuck your trident at him.
I'm going to move over here
Okay.
and make melee attacks against the one that's got the flame shit going on.
Okay. Yep. So you have advantage on that attack. How long does that last for, Laven?
That's a good question. Let me look it up real quick.
But go ahead and roll, Hagrid.
Up to 1 minute.
Okay.
I believe that is another 21.
Hits.
No, 22.
Hits even more.
All right. And I'm just going to use the regular. Oh, shit, I can't. Just a regular hammer hit and
Okay.
the improved Divine Smite.
Yes.
So that is a 12 bludgeoning and 7 radiant.
All right. Extra attack.
Extra attack, still with advantage?
Yep.
Okay.
Fairy Fire is the advantage. It just keeps giving.
17.
Hits, barely.
All right. Same again. Ouch. It's only 6 for the bludgeoning and 4 for radiant.
All right. Hag's looking
My-
pretty not good, though. So that's still not bad. Laven, you are up.
All right. I am going to cast Stone Skin on myself.
Okay.
So that'll give me resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's also my concentration.
Okay.
So for the Fairy Fire. And then as the bonus action, I will cast Ice Knife, 2nd level, at the dragon.
Okay.
So I just rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
So it is, I need to get better at remembering. D10. So 9 piercing.
Okay.
And
the dragon gets a failed saving throw on the cold.
cool. So the 9 would be 18 because it was 20, right?
Correct.
Okay. So 4, 9, 13, and 15. 15 cold.
All right. And that's doubled or not?
Does cold damage get doubled?
It's a crit.
Oh, yes. Yes. So doubled would be 30.
Okay. Dragon looks a little beat up. You guys are on the verge of defeating your inner demons.
I'm going to take 2 steps this way. There. Now I'm done.
Okay. So
Is it my turn?
nope, not yet. It is the hag's turn. Let's do this. This one next to you, Hagrid, is going to cast another spell. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
It cannot have a verbal component to it. It's in the Cone of Silence.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So in that case, this hag, both hags become invisible, and this is an innate ability of theirs, Cassius.
Okay.
But Hagrid, you actually get an opportunity attack against one, but it's with disadvantage because you can't see it. Hagrid?
Sorry. Crit fail.
Okay. All
Not a
right.
good day.
All right. So then, as a bonus action, this hag reappears because it casts Ray of Sickness at Cassius. So I need to make a ranged spell attack against you, Cassius.
Oh, wait a second. Isn't the bonus action reappearing?
Nope. The magic spell ends whenever they cast a spell. So, what was that again? What's your armor class, Cassius?
16.
16. Yeah, no, that misses. So that Ray of Sickness misses you. And then, yeah, this one's going to do the same thing. So let's try this again. Nope, that's even worse. All right. So that is their turn. That brings us to Albus. You're up.
I will cast Abby Dalziz's wilting at the dragon on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
All right.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Just taking a look at this real quick. Okay. Constitution. Oh, you picked the bad one to make it roll.
Well, it's all I got. That's really a lot of mine are.
28.
So you saved.
Oh yes.
So okay, you still take half.
Yeah.
It's 12 of these or 8 of these. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's 8. Wait a minute. It's 12 D8s. Is that what it is? 12 D8s.
12d8 necrotic damage. Yes.
Two, 4, 6, 7, 7. Hold on a second. Need one more inside. I love how my glow in the dark dice don't dark for very long. I only spent a small fortune on it. So, never mind. I had 8. 2, 4, 6. Hold on. $32. Half of that is 16.
Half of that 16. Yes. All right. Anything else with your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
I will cast. See what we got here. Firebolt.
Okay. You have advantage on this roll.
26.
26 hits.
That is 7 and 9, right? 26, yeah. So that's 3 10-siders. $17.
Okay.
That wasn't too bad.
Cassius, you're up.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Use my bonus action in order to get cold damage imbued onto Wit's End. So
All
that
right.
puts me at 110 for max life. And then I'm going to try to pump 2 into the hag. First one will be a 20 or an 18 to hit. And then the second one will be a 23 to hit.
Okay, both of those hit.
All right. Blues to blues, blacks to blacks. We're going to start off with the first one will do 15 slashing damage, 3 cold damage. The second one will do 9 slashing damage, 3 cold damage.
All right. Well, you took that hag out.
Okay. And then after that, I'm just going to hit it with the of my halberd and just kind of crack the frozen skin a little bit. And then I'll sit there and shout to the dragon, see if he can do it again, but he can't hear because I'm in my own sphere of silence.
Yeah.
There's my turn.
All right. So the dragon is going to move forward to Leovan here.
Come at me.
You can hear
Um,
that. I can't.
He's going to descend. So he's actually going to be 10 feet up. Oh, God. Son of a bitch. Whatever. It's 10 feet up. Let's see here. Okay. He's going to make a multi-attack against you, Leovan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's going to make a bite attack against you. That's a natural 1.
Yay.
I bit my tongue.
If I was in that silencer, so nobody could hear how much it hurt me.
And then I've got a 15 and a 25 to hit you with the claws.
15 miss, 25 hit.
Sorry, a 16 and a 26.
16 still miss.
Okay.
26 hit.
All right. So then that is going to be 19 bludgeoning damage.
And is that halved for my resistance from stone skin?
Yes.
Okay, so 10 or 9?
What was it? It was 15, right? No, it was 19.
I heard you say 19.
So that's 9.
Okay.
All right. And then that's going to do it for the... Actually, he's going to move here. All right. And so then it is Thokjima's turn.
All right, so back at the top here, let's try to continue to follow through with Hail of Thorns, which is gonna suck for you guys if it hits, because it's a concentration spell.
Well,
So why would that suck?
Well, he's still 10 foot up, right?
Yeah.
mhm.
So would they still be constituted as within 5 foot of him?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
I have disadvantage, but advantage, so let's see if I hit. That is a 19.
19 just barely hits.
Oh, yay. So that is a d8 plus a d8 plus 3d6 plus, because of Hail of Thorns, he's going to need to make a dexterity saving throw. And
29.
Okay, so he's going to pass that, so he's going to take half of the d10 damage, but I need more of those. So we'll do Hail of Thorns damage first. So that is...
You say he takes half of this?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 27 total, so it'll be 13 Hail of Thorns.
All right.
And
Yeah.
then everything else I have. Wow, he got fucking lucky. 19.
Okay. Leovan and Hagrid, would you please make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Alrighty.
Not done yet.
That is a... What is my modifier? Dirty 20.
Okay. Hagrid, how about
22.
you? 22. All right. You guys both are able to maintain your footing and also not get crushed by the falling dragon as it dies.
I can't believe you killed him, Tatsima. I wanted to.
It lands on the ground and it's like taking its last breath and it's like, nerve and vein, I'm coming, and then it dies.
So I would no longer be frightened. That other hag still around?
Yep.
Alright, then I'm gonna do, just because I want to try it, a 3rd level Hail of Thorns, because it's a bonus action
Okay.
to cast the spell. And I'm gonna try and shoot at her retarded ass.
Okay.
Which, no advantage. That is a 17 to hit.
Just barely hits. Again, you have just barely hit both targets this turn.
D8, and hey, it works for me. 3d10
That is a save on the dex throw, though.
Okay. What the fuck? She takes 1. It's 3d10, and I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 1.
What do you do? Have my dice?
Apparently.
So she takes 3.
No, because the total is 3. She takes half of that.
Oh, right.
So I'm going to roll for my actual arrow now, which is a 13.
Damage, right?
Yep. From
All right.
just the arrow.
What's that look like? You go get. You tell me what that look like.
That this hag managed to dance its way around a hail of thorns with just getting grazed by 1, and then I'm so pissed off I just shoot it in the eye socket.
All right.
I ain't even tolerating this bullshit as it's dancing around in the eye socket, out the opposite ear.
Yeah. Now that it appears that battle is concluded, I, while maintaining concentration, walk over, step on the head of the dragon, and just put Wit's End right through it. And it looks like I'm screaming to high heaven at it. Nobody can hear anything.
I want to.
I'm also gonna,
fluids from this dragon and teeth and claws and use it for my spell.
before he does that, I also want to jump on the dragon, like on its neck, and cast Flame Blade, and then just keep hacking until its
Let me get my stuff.
head is separated from.
You don't need anything out of its neck.
Dragon. How many people find a dead dragon?
Oh, I'm joining this fray, and I'm taking out short swords and just hacking away, finding soft spots and stabby stab.
Hagrid, Cassius, and Leovan roll for catharsis.
There's gonna be a lot here, so I'm gonna roll a D.
I'm assuming the modifier is like a -5.
We also want to search the hags. Do we find anything?
Well, let's see. On the hags, you find.
Wait a minute. Who's doing the group treasure?
Yeah. I rolled a 76 for catharsis.
It's a good question. Who is doing?
Are we doing group or are we just doing separate?
I always find group is who really has a problem.
It's easier.
Yeah, not only that, but it's not like you're playing with a bunch of strangers where you feel like you're.
Sure. No, that makes sense. What else were we doing?
On the hags, the only thing you find actually is spell components. Nothing of like super duper high levels. They can only cast up to a 6th level spell, so they're not going to have any of like the super pricey stuff that you need for some of those higher level stuff.
Thok doesn't care about money or monetary or physical possession, so I can do the group inventory.
Cool.
Eventually, the silence spell wears out, or I drop concentration on it. You just hear it's like, "Oh yeah, sucker! Guess what? We're not 29-1 anymore. It's 30-0. It is 30-0, you bitch."
I'll be right back. I have to make a phone call.
Okay.
So after Leovan severs its head, I want to spend as much time as I need to take my hammer and flatten out the head and make a dragon's head rug out of it.
Okay.
I'm going to be cutting off meat and curing it.
Thok and Hagrid, actually, go ahead and make survival checks, because Hagrid, you're essentially like leather working the head.
Let me double check this doesn't fall under any of my other goofy shit.
Well, it's a 19 on the dice, and what's my modifier?
+1, so that's a 20.
Yep.
So you manage to, with deftness of hammer, crack the skull bones in such a way that none of them pierce through the skull while you're flattening it out, and it just kind of turns into a pulpy mush underneath. And yeah, you got yourself a little dragon head rug looking thing.
I got a total of 20.
Okay. Yeah, man, you harvest some meats.
I'd like to skin it a little bit so I get like a good healthy amount of its skin.
Okay.
If I can do that.
Make
And
a survival
then
check.
okay.
You're really good at those. Holy crap.
Yeah. I do not die unless I'm killed. 23.
23. Yeah, you really as much as you need.
Okay.
Especially with the flame blade, you're able to like really kind of just.
And then over the course of like while we're camping and stuff, I want to kind of make new clothes out of it.
Okay.
And including like a wrap to kind of cover my face,
Wait a
except
minute,
for the
can't they
eyes.
make like good armor or shields off this thing?
So sort of like Sheik in Zelda.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but dragon skin.
Yeah.
Well,
If
that's
I've dislodged any of the teeth, I want to keep one as a souvenir.
Wait a minute. Did I get my stuff off this dragon?
Dude, there's no spell components on a dragon.
Where's he gonna keep it? What dragon's
Just
ass
bones
picture?
and skin and flesh.
I gave you spell components from the hags who actually cast spells. There's really no spell components in a dragon.
if
But
there's
I could
one
use,
thing
like,
when,
Wait
when
a
I'm
minute.
done.
I could use the claw for like a magical dagger of venom or something.
Why do you think a dragon's claw is a magic weapon?
Look at the size of it. Would you want to get clawed by it?
It doesn't make it magic. It just makes it big. Cassius, you
Yeah.
had a question though.
Yes. When everyone's done, simply for flavoring here, is there a way that I can one of the poison glands of the dragon so I can sit there and research properties moving forward?
Make a survival check with disadvantage.
Cool.
Sure, he gets something, but I can't get spell components out of it. Oh.
Well, first of all, because I hand wave all spell components that don't have a monetary cost to them. Second of all,
First one's a natural 20.
okay,
Second one is a 6.
6. Okay. It looks like most of the glands and really any like upper neck and mouth stuff has really just kind of turned into a mushy pulp underneath Haggard's hammer. So there's nothing
Fucking
left there
worth it.
to yeah, definitely. Leovan, as far as like the using the dragon hide to like accent armor and stuff like that, it doesn't particularly provide you with any extra protection that you didn't already have. Considering most dragon scale armor that is made from the scales of dragons gives you resistance to something you already have immunity to.
That's fine.
What did Fakajima grab?
Meats.
Well, I
Oh,
also
he-
want to start
He
snagging
needs some
teeth.
claw necklace material. He was the one that took it down.
Well, I plan on grabbing teeth to make spears, javelins, daggers, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Go ahead. I think you and I talked about this once, right? About like how we were going to decide like how much stuff you could make.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Can
Essentially,
I sell
I'm
any
just
of the
trying
dragon
to
stuff for aphrodisiacs.
gather stuff that I can make down the road, stuff for pointy things. So it doesn't have to be done now, just gather the resources so I can do it as we travel over short rests.
Tell you what, why don't you go ahead and roll a d4 for me, and this will determine how many like usable teeth that aren't like unwieldy big or too small that you can snag out of this dragon's shattered face.
Okay. That is a 2.
All right, so you've got enough to make 2 dragon tooth weapons.
Okay.
That would be cool. Nice daggers. What about the claws?
They're a little bit too big. They're too thick to make a decent blade, and they're too big to make a head of an arrow or a dagger or javelin, stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, you guys defeated Chuth in
Okay,
probably the
sorry to
most.
interrupt one more time.
Yeah.
But could we grab those claws and sell them on the market for other people type of thing? Just because we can't do it doesn't mean someone else will want to try.
Sure, go ahead, and you can see if you can actually get something for them.
That sounds sarcastic.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's not like you can just sell whatever you want to. It's not Skyrim. You can't just give whatever you want to someone and expect them to be able to make a profit off of it.
I'm going to
It's
give
another fantasy realm.
monster pieces to the baker.
Look, man,
all
we haven't been to the Cloud District, all right?
right. So, as you guys continue traveling, and this should have popped up on your screen, you guys make it to the town of Silvermoon. Like I said, often referred to as the Gem of the North. Silvermoon is one of the few civilized places in the middle of the untamed wilderness that is the northern region of the Sword Coast. Rich in cultural life, it's renowned as a meeting place for all races of good moral inclinations. Steeped in tradition of the arcane, many powerful and famous wizards hail from Silvermoon.
I know one.
Um,
Oh, and her sister. And she's a bard.
All right. So, is there anything you guys would like to do in Silvermoon? We're kind of wrapping up here. But if there's anything that you'd like to do that I might need to prep for next week or anything like that, this was kind of, as far as what I have, I don't have a lot to offer story-wise for Silvermoon.
Okay, well then, can you wrap up something to talk to Lady Alastrel? Because I'm sure she would know something that we would need to know. She's also a harper.
So what you need to know is something that you could ask anybody, which is how to get to the trail that goes up to Mount Celestia. That's really all you need to know. Well, what else is it that you want to know?
Oh, nothing, but it's a famous person in the realms. I thought maybe I could meet her and get her. Yeah.
I will arrange that for you, yes. Anything else? Does anybody want to do any shopping? There are a few items for sale. Actually, I will share this with you guys too.
Yeah, if I know what's for sale, that'll help.
Here's the Silvermoon inventory. It doesn't lie on a major trade route, so blacksmiths and fletchers aren't really able to produce anything that has like adventurer quality to it. It's basically enough to like get the people of Silvermoon by and continue to make the cogs of economy flow.
So, who here is a warlock?
How much gold do we have?
I have no idea because I wasn't part of the last session.
So very little.
Whatever gold you guys had on you, you guys, there wasn't like.
So me, as somebody who just woke up, essentially no gold.
Basically, yeah.
Well,
Cassius, you had a question?
Wait a minute. What kind of gold did I have prior to that with my group?
I don't know what's on your character sheet. You guys weren't doing group gold before we stopped Rise of Tiamat. No.
Yeah. I literally have no gold.
Jay.
So I was going to purchase new traveler's clothes to repair the ratted one.
Okay.
And then just for flavor is with my first time in a town since I came back to life, I was going to get wicked drunk.
Okay. Sure. I think you could manage that on 2 gold, 5 silver.
Okay, Corey.
Wonderful.
I know for a fact my guy would have 10 gold pieces.
I'd like to ask about what I could do for trade, because I don't have gold for that cloak of protection.
Okay. I'll have to take a look at what you we'll kind of broach that next week. I'll take a look at what we can do.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got anything from the end of Rise of Tiamat.
No, that's why I said that wasn't a factor.
Okay,
Yep.
well, you care if I sell off any of my excess shit that I have? Just to get the gold value out of it?
No.
Okay.
Secondarily, pulling aside to the entire party, while completely inebriated, telling them that life is so much better after you've been killed and now there's nothing
I bet you have an appreciation.
more than you could possibly imagine.
Well, huzzah! I'll drink to that.
All right. Hagrid, was there anything that piqued your interest from the inventory, or anything that you think you might want to learn from a town at the base of a mountain you're supposed to climb?
No, I think I would like to spend some time testing the theory that what was his name, Bell?
Mm-hmm.
That my connection to my deity had been severed.
Okay.
And so I want to just investigate that.
Okay, so you want to like kind of go to different like to try to find people of your faith, or just any or talk to various clerics and try to find out what you can learn. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Sure. I mean, or just simple meditation and introspective.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. I tell you what. Let me take some notes here real quick, guys. Mike, we could probably go ahead and cut the stream.
10-4.